We have 2 software engineers who didn't know how to fix this. What should we do?
All right, hold on.
Hey. Software engineer and IT.
Hire him. He knows what he's doing. All right, see if you can hear us now.
Completely different field.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Talking. This is me.
Okay, so we got the audio solved. Holy shit.
Start the feedback.
Jesus Christ.
Oy vey.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay. We do it live, right?
Yeah, we're good. We do it live. Audio's officially fixed. All right, start the intro again.
Well, welcome back, guys. This is episode 3 on our new podcast called Wired Inspired. We have two.
No, you're good.
Okay. We have 2 new guests on the panel today. We have new questions, new news that happened over the week and a half the last time we filmed. So we'll go ahead and start with the introductions. Start down here. Please give your name, your age, occupation. If you're married, single, or complicated.
Yeah, John, we can hear. Fine.
Security card. What else? Body count.
Oh shit.
Body count. Yeah, my name's Evan. I'm 23. I live in South Florida. Work at a gun store at the moment. So pretty simple,
second.
pretty easy.
That one turned off.
Did it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll fix it.
So this one's working. So just make sure those start turning on. All right. But yes, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
me?
Oh, you work at it? Okay.
Yeah, no, work at a gun store. That's pretty much it. I mean, nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy for now.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Nicholas. I graduated from Full Stack Academy. I am 25 years old now. I forgot my age.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm getting old.
We're a quarter to 100.
I'm getting old. My back's starting to hurt me. And I work for a software engineer, trying to get a job currently. The market sucks.
Bro, I think we're all in the same boat with that right now. So.
Yeah, I'm hoping February, after all those good old Christmas bonuses and people start hunting for new jobs, I could sneak in.
Bro, same here. I've been trying to. I went job hunting for 3 months and didn't hear anything back for 3 months. It's fucking crazy. Oh, hey, John. John's been a loyal follower of ours for months now. He's asking you, Evan.
Gay vlogs. Me too.
Does he?
Too, bro. Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's
Can I
that?
get you a
Deal on some bullets.
Oh.
Yeah, I might be able to work something out.
All right, everyone, just give us 1 second. We gotta adjust the camera, so it's gonna go black for just a second here. Wow, actually, hold on, maybe. Oh, yep, hold on. We're almost there. We gotta fix her. Here. Hold on. Hey, can you make sure that one's on too? Can you make sure that one's on?
It's on. I checked.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
She's in bed.
She's in bed. She's
She
sleeping.
probably is. She's sick. Everyone said, bro, everyone got the same fucking thing that's been going on.
Oh, that one's not it. It's that one.
That's on.
Like don't click it, but just like hold it down for a sec. Like there's a little tab that like makes sure it's awake. Sometimes it does that. Come on. This episode's gonna be full.
Oh, so that weather that's happening outside is
nice
nuts. It
and
was
cold out.
68 degrees when we drove here.
Yeah, I
Evan
mean,
picked me
shit.
up
Just keep talking. About trying to fix this.
Evan picked me up because I wasn't gonna drive because I get 9.5 miles to the gallon.
What do you have?
240 with a 2J.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, we got rid of the stock twins and we put a big single. I wouldn't even say a big single. It's probably it's a Borg Warner 257. So it's
Moderate single.
moderate. It's more for a street size.
Yeah,
response I went for. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to do a fucking big. You're not drag racing.
No,
you're daily thing or anything.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. So I mean, for what I got 245, 45s on the rear.
Yeah, with that camber,
And-
you got like 215s.
Yeah, the camber.
215s.
The camber's got to go. I still get no traction. So that's
You're pushing like close to 400 wheel horsepower, and you weigh like less than 3,000 pounds.
I should
Traction's
be.
going to be a bit of an issue.
So I think funny. I learned the KAs are actually really heavy motors. Sorry that no one can see my face.
They can see you.
KAs
No, they
are,
can't. Not yet.
KAs are really heavy. They're like 600 pounds.
Yeah.
And I learned 2Js. I think are around like 800. So I think curb weight was 2,600 pounds.
I mean, that power to weight.
Power to weight is incredible. And then with the response, and you got to remember, it's for a 4-cylinder car. The gearing is At least in the
Ooh,
rear
he
end,
did
the
it.
gearing is really low. So he's fine. I don't give a shit.
Oh.
The
Well, we didn't
gearing's
want to
really low,
interrupt,
so.
but all right. But we got
Justin
that.
fixed it.
We got that shit fixed.
Let's go.
We've been having so many difficulties. Holy shit! Audio,
John said he wants to
visuals.
line it up. John drives a Ford Mustang because he's that type of guy.
I guarantee you, those pistons and rods will be fried by the end of
Absolutely, bro.
it. He said, "Absolutely."
Yeah, but rolls only though.
Yeah, rolls only, please.
Rolls
No,
only.
no dicks, no dicks, bro.
All right, so
I got John a few times in a lot of cars. Scat Pack, 370Z, lost. The only thing he had done to the Mustang was just gearing.
What
It's
do you
made for
drive now?
launching. Elantra N.
The
All right.
inline Elantras they're nice though.
Hey,
the Elantra ends should not be slept on.
Just
They're
don't-
pretty good.
They're
Don't run it in track
They
mode,
are.
or you get to lose your car and get state rep.
Those are really. Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's that
California.
Track, yeah, that's California.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, it's a good car for the price. I mean, you get a lot of.
Oh, he
Guess
wants
it's
digs.
it's
I ain't
stuff.
blowing up my rear end, bro.
Dude,
All right, so
Absolutely
you're
not.
not
We're-
gonna hook.
So real quick, we're just gonna do a quick restart because we had all that stuff happen in the beginning. This is Evan. This is Nick. Obviously, you know our two hosts here, Gabe, me.
Podcast. New
So-
host every week. We come with new hosts.
No,
Or,
we
no,
don't.
no,
No,
host,
new
but
guest.
new
New
guest.
guest. Okay, so you guys already know the deal. We got some new hot takes, obviously, so you guys get to know our guests a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's see here. So,
John
Pop.
Ford.
bro, yeah, anyone who's listening, if you want to participate, give your opinions in the chat. It's okay.
John Ford, participate in this. Send your chat. We'll read it out loud.
All right,
Make
so
a small donation while you're at it.
Jesus Christ.
$5.
All right, so the first hot take: people should get a ticket for leaving a shopping cart in a parking lot. So our 2 cents on that. Go ahead,
No.
Evan. Go ahead.
No, I don't think you should get a ticket.
Why?
'Cause
Well, do you think a citation?
no, I wouldn't say citation.
Not even
Maybe like public embarrassment. Or
public
something like that.
embarrassment.
No, because it's a shopping cart. Like, yeah, it's scummy.
Okay.
I don't do it. I used to work at
What
Publix
type of
with
ticket
you.
we're talking
yeah,
and-
right.
and with you.
So we're thinking ticket.
I don't think you should.
Yeah,
be
no,
charged.
I don't think
I think honestly, if you look at like all
Pay
these,
$1 more in public.
jail. Send him to jail. John
Believe
said
it or
jail.
not,
Straight to jail.
straight to jail. I think Aldi's approach by putting money in.
That yeah,
And
the
then
25 cents.
yeah, like
That's good.
If it was like $1 or something like that, or
That'd be a
some-
little wild.
Yeah, exactly. It's too much. But like that 25 cent, it doesn't seem like a lot. But you're like, I want my quarterback, man.
Yeah.
So,
It's because it forces you to take out money out of your wallet or out of your change, whatever. You're
go
like,
out of your way.
that's my fucking money. What
Yeah.
do you mean? You know. So Aldi does it perfectly. I've also learned apparently from studies conducted that if you don't, the people that don't put their shopping carts back apparently are not capable of self-governing themselves.
Well, I can tell you
Interesting.
why, because
Yeah.
after I painted the 240, I went to Publix and instantly it got hit by a truck.
Yeah.
And instantly the paint. And I mean, the paint's not very good to begin with, but it's not the point.
Right.
So I think straight to hell, straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
It's hit my car too many times. It's
All right. So what about you? What about you, Gabe? What's your 2 cents there?
No, I say no because they pay people pretty well nowadays to line up carts. It's not
Yeah.
hard of a job, and you get paid like I think like 15, 18 an hour at Publix just to push a cart. I mean, it's not
It
terrible.
creates jobs for the community.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
would
not
say
bad.
I would say every single
They used to pay
market that
years
needs a
ago,
shopping
well,
cart.
I don't know how old-
25 cents.
Well, back in the day, they used to pay $7.25 was minimum wage. So just imagine.
I think it actually
That was
in the
back-
state of
That was
Florida.
back when you and I
Yeah,
worked at
yeah,
Publix.
when we started,
$8
it
an
was
hour. I was
like
like, what is
$8,
this?
I think in the state of Florida, it still is.
It's
$7.25.
still
And well, I think it's 2 more years, and it has to be $15 an
Yeah.
hour.
but yeah, I
because
think
we
it's
voted
So
still-
way
nobody
back
will
when.
work for that price though.
And no one's
Inflation's
gonna
so
hire
But
high.
the inflation is so high that like it's as if we're getting paid $8 an hour now.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, so moving on to our next hot topic.
Actually,
Publix makes $70 million a year.
Yeah.
70 billion.
I still remember when Target implemented like the security locks on the wheels if you took the cart
Oh,
out of it.
Well,
yeah.
no,
It
Walmart
actually
still does
locks-
that.
Do they really?
Yeah,
Because it
it-
locks the cart. 'cause
it's
homeless
a-
used to take it all
It's
the
a
time.
magnet inside the wheel. When it
Yeah.
reaches a certain distance away,
locks
it
It's like
locks it.
brakes, yeah.
Yeah.
But people still be pushing those carts and
Oh,
still
yeah.
take it. It'll break
Dude,
the locks
yeah,
off.
they
and
don't give a
still
shit.
fucking take it.
Well,
I've
'cause
seen them all
you gotta
the
think
time.
if you get like one of your front wheels locked up, that's fine. You can still push with one of those. You just-
Yeah. Just
break
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
just gangster
break
lean that
it.
shit, go
yeah,
all the
you'll
way
be
up.
fine, dude.
Yeah.
But moving on to our next one.
Okay.
it's okay to steal. Well, this kind of goes back to big into
No.
Publix and everything.
No, absolutely not. Retirement.
It's okay to steal from big corporations.
Absolutely not.
Nick, no, it's not.
Full stacks offer on retirement.
I'm gonna, for the sake of the public, no. For legal purposes, no.
Never commit crime.
No,
No.
I don't think it is. Next
Next.
hot next hot topic.
Easy one.
That's an easy one to answer, right? Who's the guy that owns Publix now?
Oh God,
There's like 400 of them
Yeah.
now.
Oh. I thought
Did he
Jeff
really?
Bezos.
Yeah.
Didn't
Okay.
Jeff Bezos own Publix?
No.
Okay.
Now we're gonna get more into like the personal stuff. That was a little more corporate, but someone calling their boyfriend daddy is weird and creepy in public.
In
Public.
public? In
Well,
public?
I added the public
Oh.
part because
Yeah, okay.
let's be honest. If you're in the bedroom, so, like
It
whatever.
doesn't- yeah.
But like if I hear in public, I hear daddy like
Oh,
that.
no,
I'm getting a little
Yeah,
like
exactly.
what
That's my
what's
reaction.
going on?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
It's a bit, it's
Do
a
I-
bit strange.
Yeah. I mean, shit. We used
No,
to work at Publix, and we'd see some weird and hear some weird stuff all the time.
But I've never heard that.
You've never heard that,
In public? No.
dude? I've heard it at least twice. At least twice.
Really?
What do you mean stop the cab? You're sitting here behind your desk all day. You don't even go
I
outside.
do go outside. I go grocery shopping. I go to the gym. I
Mm.
drive my car.
Oh.
Always open.
Oh, so you're one of the old people that just drives their
I drive
car
with a mask
for
on.
no
I drive
reason.
with a mask on in the car too, and gloves,
and
and
gloves.
big gloves.
John, they call me the chosen one.
I will say before you go up this question, when I worked in Atlanta,
Mm.
well, yeah, I had to go. My fiance had to do her residency there.
Okay.
Rotations, I should say. One girl came in. She came in with her boyfriend on a leash.
No,
That's
no.
right. Yeah, you told me about
no.
that.
Yeah, cat ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Daddy was actually.
What?
Yeah, Daddy actually came out of her mouth, and it gave me like Vietnam flashbacks.
No way.
Yeah, no, Atlanta was a wonderful place to work.
Dude,
That
like,
No,
was-
traffic.
it was real-
Traffic.
No, traffic. Well, I actually didn't really experience traffic that much.
Well, you were like.
How
in the
long
city.
ago?
You
How
were
long
in it.
ago?
Oh God, that would have been honestly a year ago. Now
It's a lot worse now.
2022. It's fine.
John could speak for it. John lives actually in Atlanta, so he
Oh,
drives.
oh,
He drives trucks through Atlanta. So
Yeah, no,
He
I
knows
mean
how-
Atlanta. Don't get me wrong, Atlanta traffic sucked. But when I was a butcher for Publix.
he used to like chop
Yeah,
animal
yeah,
heads off,
pretty much.
sell to the
Well,
public.
not well. We get box meat, but
Oh, box, yeah.
yeah, I
First.
hopped right on I-75, and I was probably not even 5 minutes away
Oh, that's not bad.
from my job. No, I hopped on I-75 and there was no bullshit,
Nice.
and I got to work. But yeah, no, a lot of wild people in Atlanta. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
A lot of wild.
Nissan
people.
Altima's cruising at 120
20 miles an hour.
I don't know how those cars go so
Altimas need to go to jail.
Hellcats going to party.
Yes, they do. Dude, every time I see a video of the Hellcats like in a takeover,
and it
they
happens.
always hit someone all the time. Or there's my favorite one where they run over the guy in the
people
front.
owning that car.
It's not even honestly, and you know it like how
Yeah,
you said.
horsepower
Yeah.
doubles your
Most
credit
people are
score.
going to say from takeovers. It's not even takeovers. It's just randomly driving home from work. You will see it.
Yep.
You will absolutely see just boys doing donuts in the middle of the street. It is fucking incredible.
I had a
And
Hellcat.
you got Banshees doing wheelies,
Yep.
and dirt bikes.
Yep.
popping. It's
You know,
it was
I saw-
fantastic. I had a great time.
Some of that happens in Miami. I remember I went to Miami during spring break, and there was one. I'm just going down the street, a whole big group of them. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's really happening. All right, cool. But my favorite though, it was in Atlanta. It was a red Hellcat, and he went to run over someone in the front, and the front tire was rotating forward. He ran him over in the front, and it yanked his pants off, and his bare ass cheek was getting ran over by the tire. It was a fat dude. I'm like, damn, like that's embarrassing. You can't come back.
No.
That and it was on the internet forever now. Now your ass cheek is imprinted with that Hellcat tire. No, I'm not going there.
Not worth it.
Do you on the car topic? Do you want to hear something that's crazy that's been going on? I don't know if anybody here's gone to Miami, but there's a new thing. Like if you go to Miami, you like see like tons of Uruses around or Lamborghini Urus, like the Lambo truck.
We got to zoom in that camera. We're way too far out. Evan, can you go up on the camera just real quick? Yeah, and just
Intermission.
on the top right, there should be a little button that zooms in. Like you just have to click it left and click it right. Do you see where it is?
The little lever.
Yeah, it's a little lever,
Click it to the right.
or whichever way is positive, so it zooms in. Keep going. Keep going. All right, you're good. You're good. Right there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Should be a cameraman for
Certain
NFL,
industries?
NBA.
All right, go ahead with the
What?
car
Certain
industry stuff.
industries?
Okay.
What's certain industries? Oh,
The bang bus. I could be the
Whoa.
cameraman for the bang bus.
So go ahead with your car industry stuff.
Oh no. So the new thing now, like because social media and everybody's flexing on what they have and whatnot. So like in Miami, there's like so many Lambo trucks around, and you see like all these like young people like driving them and everything. So like the new
Daddy's
thing.
money.
Daddy's
Here's the
money.
new thing. So it's like 4 or 5 like dudes will basically go in, and they will all chip into like paying for the car like every month, and they'll all borrow the car during the week. Like each person will have like their turn with the car. So
Yeah. No, I read about
you
that.
saw that, right?
Or not read. I watched a video about that.
Like,
Fuck
yeah,
you,
all
right?
these
Yeah.
people, like either they live home, they're college students, and they're basically just putting money into a car to flex for like a day to have.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And it's
For a
like,
Lambo
it's
truck.
like Bobby gets it on Monday or something. And
Steven
like,
gets
Yep.
it Tuesday,
Exactly.
and he gets it Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah,
and they all split the.
they split the monthly payment on
That's
it
fucked up. I
just
mean,
for a car,
Which is crazy. That's
No,
crazy to even think about.
yeah.
you got more important priorities to flex a
But
Lambo truck.
yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is though, it's basically an Audi motor, and it just has the Lambo
well, yeah,
magic
it's
on
all VW, Audi, Lamborghini.
it. $300,000 for it
It's
for
awesome.
an SUV. It's crazy.
Moving on to the next hot topic. People who grew up with social media will have less interpersonal communication skills.
Yeah,
That one truly.
Yeah, you answered the question with that one right there.
I mean, yes and no with that. Yeah, I'm yes and no with it. I think if you raise the kid the right way with social media, it can actually be better. Hot topic on it? I don't know.
I disagree.
I don't know. I've seen. The only reason I say that is because you're able now to make a phone call to anyone you want in the world.
I think
I don't know.
I'm going to piggyback off
Yeah,
what you said
yeah,
a little
go
bit. I think it's very, very hard to like raise someone with social media and actually have it like benefit them. It's a balance. Like,
Yeah, I will say
it's
it's
like,
difficult.
like with everything else, it's a balance.
Right.
But it's like a 90-10 balance.
Yeah.
Like you have to really not be on social media that much because I mean, yes, you can just like talk to anybody as much as you want, but a lot of people won't do that. They're just gonna like stalk from the sidelines essentially, and just look at what's going on and be like, oh, those people look dumb.
I mean, not
Just
even
never
that. I
type
mean, you
anything.
have again, and we'll go back to the Lambo thing. You got kids who can't afford any, or I shouldn't say anything, but can't afford their lifestyle that they want to live
Right,
because they
right.
see people on social media who can do it, and they want to be like that person.
Yeah.
Even that person could not, didn't grow up to be that person. He had to
Right.
work there. But I think kids are addicted to social media, their phones. They don't care about what they post anymore. I think it's probably honestly, and as an engineer, I have said this before. I think social media has been 10 steps back for everybody. I think people care way too much about it, and I think it has absolutely destroyed our younger generation, and honestly, some of our older generation.
I think
I think it is
The
awful.
digital footprint,
Right.
can bite you in the
Yeah,
ass.
absolutely.
yeah. There's some cases where they're like, "Hey, you made a comment on Twitter in 2010."
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Dude,
like,
people have
bro.
lost like 30-year careers
over something they did 20 years ago.
but they've lost like 30-year careers.
I ain't skipping by that.
Hey, no,
It's kinda hard
keep
to
going.
watch
Just keep
that.
going.
But yeah, so they've lost these careers over something they said on the internet, like just a whatever. They're like a housewife just drunk on a freaking Sunday night or whatever,
Right.
and she just puts out a tweet or replies to some tweet.
Right.
There goes her entire career.
Yeah.
But if you would have just not been on social media, if you would have just like whatever,
No one
hung
can
out,
Yeah.
or just watched TV.
And
for
now
Christ's sake.
I think it's worse because you have, I'm gonna say, moms who do OnlyFans.
yeah,
And you
all
guys,
those
and
poor
you
kids.
guys-
man.
you
All those
guys have
poor
kids
kids.
who are gonna have the worst time in their lives.
The first thing that comes to my mind is like that kid's gonna get sent pictures.
Yeah,
Dude, they're gonna
It's
go
how
to
it's
school and be
going to
like,
happen.
"Hey, is this your mom?" And you're gonna be like, "Fuck!" Like,
yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
oh,
that's
mom,
such a
mom,
terrible
mom,
thing to do.
Yeah,
if you're an OnlyFans model, don't be one, bro. Just don't.
no.
Yeah.
Just don't do that to your kid.
Stop, and then you live your life. I guess if you want to. I don't agree with OnlyFans personally, but
Like,
I'm not
big boobs to get 10 billion. Bro, I ain't paying.
I'm not one to judge people off their actions. They can do whatever the hell they want with their life.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
God bless you.
but piggybacking off of what you said at the beginning about the social media thing, I think it stems more from insecurities with kids, like wanting to flex or whatever with a car and posting what they don't like on social media. I think it's an insecurity thing with them because I'm not gonna lie, I think I went through that phase years ago where it's like I cared about what people thought and everything, and I was like, oh dude, no, let me get the expensive version of whatever because everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's the best. Now it's more just like when I was actually car shopping recently, and I was telling people like, oh hey, this is the car I'm looking at, something like this. They're like, why don't you get the higher trim? I'm like, because that's more money. Like, and they're like, exactly. I'm like, okay, so are you buying the car or am I buying the car?
Right.
Like
my money
like at the end of the day, who cares? Like it's 4 wheels. Listen, I'm a big car guy. I bought something with 4 wheels and a steering wheel.
That's why I got one off, bro.
Yeah, I know. I bought, just a basic car, point A to point B. Would I love to have a fucking,
GTR?
like GTR, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I don't have enough income to fit that lifestyle.
I mean,
quite
the
yet.
GTR is like down the road. Right now, you need an A to B.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I don't need the highest
And plus, dude, I have a bike that does that. I got a super sport bike at home. So if I need to scratch that itch, there's
not a
always
super
that.
bike, but keep going.
Where's your bike again? That's
Soul.
right. Oh, yeah, Soul.
But, I mean, again, like my buddy Dayron, he has a 240.
Yeah.
He has I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's the purple one with highlight yellow rims, the Gram 57s on it.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
nice.
I still look at his car, and I we'll go to a show, and I'll see on social media it's like a glimpse of my car, and then it's just like a solid minute of his car, and it's like, fuck, man, like I wish that was my car.
Right.
But I mean, I will say, and I guess at a specific point, if you want to take it, it does want to motivate me to work on my car and do better shit, and whether it's kooky or changing the color or whatever. But if you're gonna use it to use it and say like, oh well, I'll never be like that guy, I'm gonna be miserable for the rest of my life. And I mean, you're in the wrong.
Because I think there's 2 paths you can take. For example, I'll use your situation where you have your car and you have someone else's. In your eyes, it's better. Let's just say that. In your eyes, his car's better. You can either look at it as like he said, oh, I'll never be him. My life sucks. Or the other way of looking at it is the positive route. Where it's like, you know what? I should work harder so I can have the same stuff he does. I think most people will look at it at point A where it's like, shit, like I want what he has right now, no matter what. Yeah. Let's ruin my credit score. Let's take out all the credit cards. No, stop. You're gonna have all that, and then what? Because I remember it took me time to learn it, unfortunately, but 2 or 3 years ago, I was in that spot where I had the job that paid a lot of money. I lived on my own, had my own apartment, just like this here. I had car, motorcycles, all the stuff. Who am I impressing? Like I had shit that I didn't even want. So I'm like, well, and doing a job that I didn't really. I mean, I was really really good at, but I didn't really like all that much. And so I was just like, you know what? And so I took a step back. I took a job that makes less pay to now work towards something that I truly want to do, no matter what anybody says. Like every time I mention it, that like I want to fly planes and everything, they're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, okay, if you don't think it's cool, then
no, I think it's fucking amazing.
Right, a lot of people think it's cool, but then as soon as I mention the military aspect, they're just like, oh, dude, that's weird. You want to? I'm like, okay, like I don't care. Like no matter what you say. Well, not really, no, not really, but like no matter what anyone says, it's like this is what I want to do because it's what I want to do. I don't care what you think. And like I said with the car, it's not the car I'd like to have, but hey, can it get the job done that I need to get it done right now? Yeah. So, but
that too. But a lot of people, they all flex for like the wrong reasons, and not only that, too. If you look at the big picture here, so. Think about it. When you go to the car dealership, it's even like third-party car dealerships. Like, don't matter.
Like a buy here, pay here.
Well, yeah. Well, like that, they just take maybe like a license, no license, or anything. If you have a job, you get approved. But you can go in. You can go in today, broke, no money, no credit score. You can get a $75,000 to $100,000 car, but you can't get a house.
A dime down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious.
A dime down.
You could literally, it's so easy. You could go get a
Cape
car.
Coral.
Well, you can. It's just crazy though, because you can just literally go get a car, and you don't even. I mean, you could be broke, and you just have biweekly payments of like $1,500, but you can't even get like a regular house or even an apartment because they require so much, and it's just like that's very competitive on your credit score and everything else. But like you can go in and go get like a Hellcat tomorrow, be broke because they know they're going to get their money. It's just going to screw you in the long distance because they'll basically repo the car, they get their money back or whatever, the bank, and so on and so on.
But I think the core problem with that is again it stems from the insecurity of people.
Well, that's
like that's the core problem.
Well,
like, for example,
you could finance anything.
Well, people don't know to live in their limits.
For example, we could solve that issue right now by saying like, hey, you need to have a credit score, you need to have proof of income. Sure, it would stop a lot of it, but the core problem is that people are insecure and they still go and do it.
Yeah, they buy cars over their income,
right?
Quadruple their income.
So that kind of rolls into this next hot topic where cancel culture has gotten out of hand. Now that's left and right. For a lot of years, it has been, in my opinion, absolute dog shit. Recently, it's been doing a little bit better because it's been canceling the right people. For example, the most recent one, Lizzo. Have we heard about that?
No.
Oh, let's catch you up to speed. All right, everybody.
Is she still canceled or no?
Oh, she is 100% still canceled. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got taken out of the Super Bowl too. Usher replaced her.
So Lizzo gets canceled. All right, everyone, direct your attention here. Let's see. Lizzo's first show, sexual harassment lawsuit canceled due to severe circumstances. Now, gets canceled. So here, rise and fall. Hold on. Canceled for body shaming.
She did that to herself.
She did it to herself. Yep, here we go. NBC News, August 3rd. Former Lizzo dancers were weight shamed and pressured while at strip club, lawsuit says. Now, looking deeper into it and everything, looking a lot deeper into it.
Can we close out of that ad?
Fine,
we're not sponsored by that.
You look not better on.
But looking like we did our own research ahead of time. Apparently, this has gone on for a little bit. She lost Disney deals. She lost the Super Bowl halftime show deal. She lost a lot, and she got canceled because of it. Because her whole entire image is. Yeah, her whole entire image. Yep, her whole. I mean, look at this. Her whole her whole entire image is her saying, "Hey, you're getting like acceptance of who you are," which is fine. But whenever you're the size that Lizzo is, and you're making fun of other people who are not as big as you, I guess, and you're saying that that's just not okay. Like I don't.
What kind of?
It's hypocritical. It's 100% hypocritical.
The shitty thing with like canceling celebrities though is like, yeah, she lost all these deals and everything, but she's not gonna notice that. She's got millions in the bank.
Oh yeah,
like,
she's
well, maybe
possible.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
John. That's a.
Hey, John said he wants to split a Miami and mansion in Miami.
Like the Urus.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
That's okay.
It's okay. John can have that.
But no, I think cancel culture is slowly going towards the right direction.
I mean,
slowly.
No, because YouTube is still canceling a lot of creators.
I'm not saying it's perfect quite yet. I'm not saying it's perfect quite yet. But it's going slowly into the right direction.
The problem is how you describe cancel culture is regardless whether it's on your side or not your side,
right.
It's still cancel culture.
Yeah, 100%.
So whether it still benefits that person, I think it still sucks. And I think it's still shitty.
Okay.
I think something that happened with Lizzo, she deserves it.
Yeah.
I mean, she wanted to be a bitch.
Right. Yeah.
She got thrown out.
She got thrown out. Right.
Who was I don't know if he was. I forgot. He was a movie star that the wife claimed that he beat her.
Oh, Jonathon Majors.
Yeah.
John.
Oh yeah. It was completely false.
Yeah.
And
that's part of it.
And his life is ruined. So I mean, that you jumped the gun. That's fucked up. That's cancel. I think that's cancel culture.
I was about to say Johnny Depp, but he had a redemption arc and that needs to be studied.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Bro, he went from because at first I remember when it first came out, everyone's like, Johnny did it. Look at that. And then a month later, all the stuff came out, and they're like, wait, Johnny didn't do it. And then everything was live streamed on the news, and everyone's like, "Fucking burn."
That's like the one time.
That's the one time where it's like
it was proven that it was all false.
Hundreds of times.
Actually reacted.
He had a lot of proof.
Well, he had so many deals. Like he got canceled from Disney. He got all that, but then they re-signed him.
Which never happened.
Yeah,
only when they cut you, that's it. You cut.
He said the only company that stood by him the entire time was the fragrance brand. that he
Yes,
does. What
cologne.
what is the
Dior
clone
or
company?
something like that? Is it Dior? Or
Yeah,
something?
or something.
I
I
don't
forget what
remember.
he does his own. There's a clone that he sponsors or whatever. They stuck by him the entire time, no matter what. They said, "Hey, we looked at it. You're not guilty. No matter what they say, we're going to stick by it." He said they were the only company that did not even think twice.
Listen to that NFL team.
But I will say, even if it doesn't benefit me or anybody else, I think cancel culture does suck.
It
Yeah,
does.
it
I
does
also
suck.
think at the same time, I've seen a lot of YouTubers, mainly only with YouTubers, when they get canceled,
Yeah.
they just don't care and they ignore it, and it fucking
Doesn't
goes.
affect-
It goes away in like a week.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, he doesn't.
Because
give a
I
shit.
think people that are in the
Most-
cancel.
I mean, you look at like Penguin Zero, for example. He's
Well,
tried to, he's
well,
almost been
explain who
canceled.
that is. Explain who that is.
Boy's Critical. He's kind of just talks about stuff, like random internet drama that goes on.
Okay.
Like SS Sniper Wolf drama, that kind of crap.
Okay.
Stuff like that as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
A little bit of that. But he covers that stuff. He's been they've tried to cancel him like 5 or 6 times, and he's like, "You guys forget that I don't live on the internet." He's like, "I don't care." He's like, "Say what you want, try what
You
you
could
want."
say that when you're already a millionaire.
Oh, then,
Yeah,
yeah, obviously.
I-
If you got 10 days
I
subs.
think
I
cancel.
look at someone like Tobuscus, who
Oh,
absolutely-
Yeah, that one. But
God.
he didn't have any. He didn't have any
Right.
proof for himself. That's
No.
why he screwed himself so much, or not screwed
I
himself.
mean,
That's
how
why
do you
he
have
got
proof to defend yourself that you didn't?
Exactly. She just made it so convincing.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, I knew from the get go. When I heard that, I was like, "There's no way."
Mhm.
I was like, "I'm not." It didn't
I
happen.
think it's such a small. I think cancel culture is such a small market of people that it's not really beneficial. Like I remember I was watching one podcast. One of the billionaire was talking about the CEO of Disney when they made he made their whenever he took over, whoever the new CEO is, he took Disney over when he basically was made a decision where it's like, okay, what market do we want to be on our team? And so he decided that the LGBTQ community is now like his friends and everything like that.
I know you're gonna go
Right.
about parents.
Yeah, and so he's like, instead of the parents, Disney is all about the kids, right? At the end of the day, Disney's about kids.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? And so
Pope too. Right.
right.
No,
And so he said, we know parents are the enemy. This group is now my allies. It's such a small market. Disney has
Hugely
lost $10 billion for
Yeah.
the past movies that they have come out. Yeah,
So
like
I'm
Bud
saying
Light.
Bud Light.
Like Bud
Yeah,
Light.
Absolutely.
They realized it immediately. As soon as they came out, they're like, wow, people stopped buying our beer drastically.
I mean-
because the market of people that you're saying, hey, buy our beer is very, very
It was like
few.
3%.
3%. And they were left
How
on
do you not know your audience? It's Bud Light. You're literally named America's beer.
because
So-
somebody in the diversity department said, hey, let's take a chance. And
No.
it was not good.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm probably gonna get this 90% wrong. Apparently, most companies are owned by the big three, like BlackRock. And
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Apparently, you
Corporate.
have to meet a specific
Mm-hmm.
quota or some shit like that, where it comes down to inclusivity and
Yeah.
LGBTQ and diversity
all
or
that stuff,
whatever.
yeah.
And then it just blows
Every single time.
every single time.
Every
Every single time. I mean, like you said,
But they could have done it better.
They got it happened to
also-
Target too. Like whenever
Yeah.
I think it's May, I think is the month for them or
Yeah.
whatnot, and
the swimsuits.
yeah, and
Yeah,
everything. As soon as you walk in, it's in your face immediately,
Well, the problem
and
with
the sales were just tanked.
Oh yeah, instantly. The
Instantly
problem
the
with
sales
Bud Light though is they just did a complete
sucks.
180.
Yeah.
that's it.
Complete
They,
180.
they weren't like, oh hey, we're still America's beer. Don't get me wrong, but like these
They
guys
did.
also live in America. No, they didn't do that. If
No.
they did that, they'd be like, it wouldn't have been as bad. They were like, you know what? Screw 95%
of our market.
our customer base.
Right.
Let's go to this hyper like small group of people
Mm-hmm.
because it looks better for us.
Yeah.
Most of the people drinking Bud Light are not
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 part of the
conservatives.
group.
Look like me.
Not, yeah,
Looks like
they,
I'm the spit,
hate to generalize, but
I'm the spit
Well,
image of a Bud
they
Light.
ain't standing for that.
Well, an OG Bud Light, not a new one anymore.
well, talking about the OGs and the Americans, this kind of goes into our next hot topic. We should bring back duels to settle arguments.
Yes.
That's still a thing. Mutual combat. That's
Mutual
still a thing.
combat.
That is a
It
thing.
is still a thing.
That is
Yes.
still a thing. If you are in the street and a cop pulls up and you go, no, we claim mutual combat, you can fight that other person and then settle
Yeah.
it there. Not to death. No.
No.
But you can just fight that other person until obviously
There is one state, one or two states that's still okay.
Texas. I know
Texas
for
is
sure.
one. I want to say
That's an easy
Alabama
guess.
is the second one.
That's
I don't-
also
I
an
don't
easy
know.
guess.
you
But
could fight. Is it like fighting, like shooting?
You
or
just no, you
No,
like fist to
like hand to hand.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I thought it was
basically-
like the John Wick scene from 4.
No,
like,
no.
like, walk-
Basically,
cases.
if two people if the cops show up and there's two guys, let's say, and they're outside the bar and they're both drunk, and but they both
They
maybe
both claim neutral
combat.
That cop cannot arrest
They're
either
like,
of them for
okay,
assault.
and
He
so-
goes, all right,
Fucking incredible.
he'll stop it when it's like getting too serious, but he can't arrest them. They can't be charged.
When
I
it's
think there was
defeat, it's like okay, and the guy walks away and says, "Hey, I've
Shake
defeated
hands,
him,"
that's it.
and well, not maybe shake hands. The
Yeah,
other guy's
yeah.
fucking on the floor dead, but walks away and he's like, "Hey, he's still alive.
Ooh.
I defeated him. I'm going back in to have fun." Like
Yeah.
that's it.
I think there was I could be wrong about this, but I think there was a news article of 2 lawyers in a courtroom claimed mutual combat.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
They fought each other in the courtroom, and then they settled their beef, and then they
Settled their beef.
they shook hands, and then they went
Bro,
on
my
about
blood
their
fucking lost, dog. I'm going to jail.
Could you imagine being the lawyer losing? You're like, no, I'm not going to jail. No, like that would
Imagine
be.
being that client.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm saying,
your
bro, I'm
lawyer,
going to fucking jail,
is on the ground, just passed out.
I just paid you how much? You better be winning, damn it. So, all right. Well, this is getting into this month's hot topic. Santa's North Pole is just a glorified sweatshop. Yeah.
Nah, it's magic.
I don't even think it's glorified. It's just a normal sweatshop.
Just a normal sweatshop. Listen, I feel bad for all my friends that are under 5'4" that had to go and serve, that had to go back and assemble all those toys. Man.
Wow.
No way.
Don't fucking pat me.
No
on.
way.
I'm like,
No way. Oh, man. Salute to all my soldiers out there.
All my little swimmers.
Oh, man.
I love Santa. God bless him.
God bless
He's doing
him.
great work. Out
He is. He's doing the most. This next one,
Oh my goodness!
you put this one in here.
You
so
said you wanted to
here we
talk
go.
about.
Venue should stop playing Michael Jackson, and we all know the reason why this card's in here because they're still trying to sue him for those kids.
But he's dead though.
He's
What are
dead,
they gonna
bro.
sue?
I don't know.
Serve him?
You're gonna sue
dig him
serve
up
his
and
dead
throw him
body?
in his casket? Like,
Bro, he's gonna be bones. Like what are we gonna?
Do you remember though the Eminem? Yeah, Eminem diss tracked him
I don't think he
back
did.
in the early 2000s, and Michael Jackson.
That's a hot take.
Michael Jackson stood quiet when after Eminem dissed him, and Michael Jackson bought his whole catalog. And
Yeah.
he literally just got paid off of Eminem's music, his live performances. So he basically owned him, and he didn't say anything back after he got dissed by Eminem.
Because
that's crazy.
Because that's their revenge. You don't need to say anything. You're like, oh hey, you wanna disrespect me in front? Well, disrespect me in front of the crowd like that? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna buy your entire studio now, and now
Mhm.
I get paid and you don't.
Yeah, because he owned the
Now, I don't-
Beatles.
Dude,
and-
if I did that, I wouldn't have to say anything
yeah,
either.
no.
Again, I don't
Yeah.
think it. There is some proof out there, or a good amount of proof that he didn't do anything. That he had a lot of hot takes, and a lot of people disliked him.
It could
And they wanted to
very
take
well
him
be
down.
possible that he was just a little weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was a
And there was
little
nothing
weird.
malicious about it. but
Watching him, it was a little odd. But then again,
Look at the
if you were the greatest pop artist of the entire,
He came. Awesome.
I mean,
That
it
just don't look good on paper. Bro.
I mean, it's Michael Jackson, bro. He had to be that good at music. You gotta be a little weird. I mean, you
You say
can't.
that FBI open up.
I mean, yeah, you got the FBI one. Yeah, there we go. Oh. But I mean, you gotta be a little weird if you're the best pop artist of all time. Gotta be
Well,
a
I mean,
little
he
weird.
grew,
I also-
up in the industry. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he had no childhood.
Yeah, because
Zero.
I still have the
That's probably why
record.
you're so obsessed with it.
Dude, I still have the record of the Jackson 5 of him when he was like what 5-6 years old.
Mhm.
He's been doing it since then. That's like the
You
pre-Disney.
lose your
That's
childhood. You
well,
have
that's
no
like the
childhood.
pre-Disney
Motherfucker.
Channel, stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the Disney stars now. Most
Yeah.
of them are getting.
But I remember on a Dave Chappelle, Sticks and Stones on Netflix, he talked about the Michael Jackson scandal, and he had some good points. I'll bring them up. These are not my opinions, but I will just bring them up. He was like, well, if I was one of the kids that apparently was touched by Michael Jackson, he goes, honestly, it could only go up from there. I mean, that's what he said on the special, and he's just sitting there. And like talking on stage and everything, he goes, you can imagine going to school, right? This is what he said in the special. He's like, imagine going to school and you're like, "Hey, Billy, what happened to you this weekend?" Well, Michael Jackson, and I'm not going to say the rest of it. You can look it up on your own time. And he's like, "Well, if this is me at 8 years old, however age he was, sky's the limit, I mean, shit. But again, those are not my opinions. That is just what Dave Chappelle said on his special. So that's just, all that. But that's the end of our hot. What? That's what?
The Metal Gear Solid.
This?
Is it that?
I'm sorry, you people don't know where that's from?
No. I'm saying
What
which
are you
one.
thinking
Which
about?
one was
That
it?
one, yeah, the Metal Gear
That sound
Solid.
is from
Is it
Metal Gear
really?
Solid.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's when you're in the stealth. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Nick, you're showing your age. You're showing your age.
25, bro.
I'm 26.
Oh.
24.
Old enough.
Wow. All right, so getting into our actual
I think
topics.
Justin's the only younger one on
I'm the
here.
youngest one.
How old are you?
22.
He's a child.
26.
Bro, what's with this child bullshit? What are you talking about?
You're a young soul, bro. Don't worry, you'll grow up one day. Your back, when you hit 24, your back's gonna start hurting you.
Tell me
Dude,
about
we
it.
had like the youngest people
Starting
on here.
tired.
We felt like the old people. Now we got the older guys on here. Now it's all of a sudden I'm
Everybody's
like,
tired.
Get the Tylenol. Dude, I can't even read your handwriting for the first topic, bro. You got to really do better at this.
What does it say?
I don't know. Yet next year will be the best year to buy a new car.
Oh yeah, the car market's coming back up again.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah,
Slowly, but not very
But next
good.
year the loan percentages are supposed to go down, and it's going to be a little bit more affordable for people to buy like a new car versus now because interest rates are so high, inflation,
Still are.
and the cost of still some used cars are still
Well,
insanely
yeah, I know
high.
that the truck market right now is absolutely insane.
Garbage.
Trucks,
Dude,
truck
the-
pickups
the-
specifically are
yes,
absolutely awful.
The newest truck, cheapest one, is the Ford Maverick, and the starting price.
It's like 30,
Excuse me.
40,000.
No. It's 19 or 20,000 starting.
That's
the absolute base. Yeah.
And I'm talking about
The
shit's
utility
got
truck.
roll up windows still.
Are you serious?
No, yeah.
What?
It's a 2024 with
What?
Roll up windows.
No.
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Wait, hold on. Let's. You know what?
Yeah, show me a
Let's
picture. There's no way.
let's put our money where our mouth is.
even like even like the basic like Nissan Versa, they come with like automatic windows, and that's like the cheapest Nissan you can buy on the market. It's like 15
Dude,
or
everything
18,000 or
has
something like
the
that.
dealer markup. It's insane. I mean, the problem is they can't sell trucks.
Sorry, my bad. 23,400. That's
super cheap.
crazy for the
There's no
base
way.
model. Yes.
How much?
Yeah.
How much?
There's
is
no
a,
way it's got roll up windows for that
the
price.
new
You could
Nissan
buy
Frontier stuff.
you could buy a Civic.
Hold
for
on.
that
Ford
price.
Mavericks. Here. Hold on. Base trim.
Yeah, like base trim.
Interior.
You could buy
I wanna
like
see
a
the
90s
Frontier.
Lexus or 80s BMW that has automatic windows.
I don't know. Hold on. I think it's in the rear that has the roll up windows. Base. There's no way this is base trim. This is bull.
Nah.
Yeah, this is not
That's
base
leather.
trim.
I'm looking at that.
Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of leather there.
No, it's
No.
That's not a base trim.
That's not base trim.
Maybe we're thinking of a different truck, but I have seen
Yeah,
a
I
new,
know,
like,
there's-
2023 with
Oh, I did. I know what you're talking about. Was it a Toyota or something? Are you sure
No,
it's
it's the
Ford?
Nissan. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
Nissan.
what I'm saying. That's
Is it
why I
a
said
Nissan?
I'm pretty sure. Look up
Oh yeah,
Nissan
you're the
Frontier.
Nissan guy.
Yeah.
No, it's not Nissan.
Is it of the Versa?
No, that's a sedan.
No, the Frontier is the pickup.
Those things are so.
Oh, is it the
ugly.
Nissan Frontier?
is the pickup. Yeah.
I'm trying to think because there's a basic car with no radio, no nothing in it, and it's just
Oh,
a
wait,
truck.
I got a
I think they
Frontier.
look fantastic.
A Kai truck?
Huh?
Kai truck.
What do you mean, car truck?
Those have roll up windows.
Look, no, it's a truck with no radio in it, no nothing.
K,
Like it's
Kai?
just a truck.
I don't know. I'm not
K
Japanese.
truck. It's K truck.
K truck.
But K trucks are.
It's spelled Kei.
Yeah.
Kilo-
Yeah, right there. Look,
There you go.
right there.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's 2012.
It's 2012. Bro.
Oh, what? My bad.
You're smoking that Zana.
Is that?
But well,
I
K
don't
trucks
know.
aren't even. They're not even trucks. They're like, you know, why K trucks were
Are
or
they
K
just
cars
like,
were a
like
thing.
vans with a
I don't
flat
No,
bed?
so Japan does a thing where if the motor is over a certain cc, it's considered a car or a truck or whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you need a license to drive anything over a specific cc. You need something specific to drive a K truck or a K car, and it's like 10 times easier to get.
It's
So
it's like the U.S. how we got to get a CDL to drive a big truck.
Yeah,
or whatever.
gotcha.
It's not the same, but it's similar
Same,
to
same,
how like
yeah,
how like
it's
we have.
something. It's something a lot easier that you can step into and just start driving because it's almost like considered
Also,
like a motorcycle.
you got to
thing.
think though, Japan's got really narrow streets.
They do, so it works
So
out
it
well.
works out really
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
There was there was a new truck that came out. I want to say it was Toyota or Honda that they came out for the Asian market. Have you guys seen that?
No, I haven't.
Hold on. Look at it. Actually, hold on. I gotta switch it back to. Here we go. It is
Also,
new truck.
$2,000 over MSRP for that Frontier, and I laughed at the guy because I said,
New truck
once I roll it
for-
off the lot, it's a Nissan. It's probably going to explode. It's not a Toyota, bro. You're going to get $48,000 for it.
Did you see the new
Truck?
the new
Whoopsie.
Tacoma?
The
like,
Trail
off-
Hunter, yes.
and
The
how the
Trail Hunter.
interior looks the same as like the past 10 years. They have not changed the interior.
Toyota.
The Trail Hunter?
No, the Taco.
Oh, well, the Tacoma
off-road
Trail Hunter.
Tacoma.
Well, yeah.
They haven't changed the interior.
I don't
since,
know.
like,
I thought they did pretty good. I got to look at it.
Right
Well,
here.
the
Bro, what do you-
So
That's it. I was looking it up.
Oh yeah,
This
That's it.
thing.
and they
That
won't
thing
bring it to the
fucking
US.
is
They won't
mad,
bring
man.
it to the U.S.
That has roll-up windows.
No,
That's-
it doesn't.
No,
No, it doesn't.
No,
Really? Does
Yeah.
it doesn't
That
have
looks
an
like the new
interior.
Land Cruiser.
What is it?
it does.
I would rock that.
I would drive that too. That thing's kind of sick.
You could throw like an actual, if you want, throw an
Like,
actual bed on it.
I would say, yeah, better
Utility bed.
bed, maybe some bigger wheels.
So hold on. So let's,
See, like the
bro.
one
I'm
car
not. No, bro, right here.
Bro, I drive a 95
Real quick.
shitbox. I'm sure I could live in that for the rest of my life.
Look. So look at this. Look at this. Just to prove you. No screens. No radio. All right. Heck, it doesn't even have no tachometer.
No, you need is rev limit.
But look,
That's it?
You don't really need a tack.
No,
It's
once I got GPS on my
$10,000.
truck, I'm good.
that's
You don't have a
great.
tack right now.
But listen, this is what the United States needs. Something that's cheap, easy, affordable. Who cares? Because
That's
look,
not happening in the USA.
I know, but look.
Because it says affordable, and we don't like that kind
Well,
of
no. It's because in the U.S.,
They want to make
now
it broke.
every single car standard has to have a certain amount of safety features,
Backup
and those
camera.
safety features cost money.
Backup camera.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the cars need
Do they
Yeah.
have a
backup camera.
backup camera?
Yeah, 20. I
Yes,
think 2017 or 18 they implemented
Wow.
every car, including base model,
Are
need a
people
backup
that
camera.
fucking bad at backing
Yes.
up?
Yes.
It's depressing.
I mean, heck, shopping carts, they can't even tackle that.
Well, let's be honest. If I saw his car in a parking
Well,
lot,
well.
I'd throw a shopping cart at
Shit,
him.
let alone.
But look at what it says
I've
here.
done that before. He
It says
still
the-
hasn't found out.
It says the 2024 Corolla starts at basically 23,000. This thing is 10,000. But it just won't go because no backup camera, no sensors, none of that bullshit. Like, God, not to even mention the taxes of importing this thing. And it's not even turbo. It's just a 2-liter inline 4 with a 5-speed manual with 4-wheel drive, and there's a diesel variant.
My Nissan 240 is diesel.
Yes, there's a diesel
A
variant.
manual diesel
Yes,
for like under 20K.
yes,
I mean,
I didn't know that was an actual fucking thing.
right. But
Because
because
it weighs 3,200 pounds.
yes,
That's a light.
because it's small. It's a small
bro,
little truck.
tin can.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's just a frame.
Yeah,
But-
true.
but
It
here's the-
literally is a
but
frame
here's
with
the
a
thing.
cap on.
If this was in the United States, it would go bonkers in terms of sales because every pool guy, every construction
Oh,
guy
yeah.
would have this on immediately.
And then you got the guys putting Godzilla motors in it because how funny.
Yeah, because
Right.
you could go to the junkyard and go get an LS easily. Because
Yeah,
they
LS
pull them
rock
out.
and roll.
Yeah, they pull them out.
Well, I mean, that's what happened in like the 60s and the 50s.
Yeah.
Japanese cars were doing so fucking good down here.
Yeah.
That they
Honda.
taxed, Honda.
They taxed them so bad.
Yeah,
Because
Datsun specifically, the 240.
Yeah, the
was
Datsun,
going
yeah.
insane.
Was it
And
really?
they-
How much were they going? Like 20 back then, right?
Oh god, cheaper. They were going for way less, and you got a lot more for a Japanese car, for like a 240Z compared to like a Mustang or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
they,
helpful.
they winded up. It was something with the conversion rates that Japan was making a ton of money. Any Japanese dealer was making a ton of money on imported cars in America, and they started taxing the shit out of them.
unless they made the cars here.
Yeah,
And so
What's it
basically
starting to now?
basically all the American companies were getting pissed off and were like, oh, you know, we
They
can't
were dealing with the
compete.
oil and gas crisis too, so they were trying to already compete with that.
Yeah.
And it just fucking tanked.
Yep. And so
They're
once
trying
once
to-
they input is 22% tax on imported goods. That's
But
insane.
they're making Japanese
Right.
cars though here now, like in Ohio.
They're,
They're making
they're
Hondas.
I think Toyota opened up Toyota opened up one of their manufacturers. I believe this was Texas. It
Was
was a
it?
new facility.
Ohio has Honda.
I know they have a new one in here,
Listen,
which should lower the price.
Fuck it, if that's what they want to do, that's more jobs for America.
But here's the problem though.
Mexico makes this.
We
Dodge.
in Japan paying your worker is significantly less versus paying the worker in the United States. Did you guys actually, just to bring it up really quick, in the I think it was at the Ford assembly plant. If you're on they went on strike demanding more money for assembling the F-150s. The people bro,
Yeah.
they are making $80,000 to $100,000 assembling the F-150. That's why the F-150 starts at like $30,000. The base trim.
They're making like $80,000 to $100,000.
Yes, the people that assemble the F-150.
I heard about that.
So what do you think? Toyota's gonna be screwed because they're like shit. They had to do the math somehow, but in order to profit, have the 22 and not have that 22% imported tax. I wonder how they're doing it.
Just for a car to blow up right off the line.
Well, not Toyota. Ford, on the other hand.
No, Ford. Actually,
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
10,000-mile Ford Bronco. God bless you.
Yeah.
Down
Oh,
on the
they
roadside.
have a
No,
lawsuit with that now.
Good.
They have a lawsuit with the Ford
Good.
Broncos
Good.
now.
Good.
I want one.
75,000 units are having the same problem.
The
knew
Mackeys too. They were overheating and lip mode.
I saw when I saw that the Bronco came out, I looked at it and I was like,
I saw the engine and I was like,
I saw the engine bay and I looked at my buddy and I go, that thing's gonna be the biggest piece
Boom.
of shit on the market.
just make it NA. Just make it NA.
Nope.
Stop turboing
Everything
everything.
has to be a turbo.
Holy crap. They're
That's
cheap.
how you get the
mission power.
Well, the
Yeah.
mission twos now mission laws are crazy high.
But dude, if you just strapped up even a V6 NA, it'd last forever.
They won't do
Ballers
NA no
to
more. Mission
yeah.
laws are high. It's hard.
The only
California.
pass I give Ford, the
Oh,
only pass
we're
I'll
gonna talk
ever
about
give Ford
California.
is the
And
Focus
the-
I'll
RS.
be here all night.
Kind of shared the same engine as the EcoBoost, and they fucked up the head gaskets. But they fixed that
On the
On the RS.
on the RS.
Yeah,
the
RSs are actually very good.
Yes, the RSs and the EcoBoost Mustangs. There's some batches that they got the Mustang EcoBoost head gasket for the RSs, and they were blowing, and some of the RSs were blowing up.
Mhm.
But they fixed. I mean, it happened to
Handful.
Yeah, a handful. I mean, it happens.
It was just a little mix up at the
Yeah,
assembly,
they
and
look.
they're
If
like,
you look
"Whoops."
at the head gaskets, they look identical.
That's why I bought a Ford when they were in their golden years. Bought an 02.
Oh, two.
Yep.
Should have bought the
Good old-
03 Cobra.
I don't have 35K right now.
SVT.
Oh, man. Dude, I
don't know.
well,
Justin's got
trying to switch gears here. So we have one of the topics for Jonathon Majors, obviously getting they turn. Switching gears with Jonathon Majors. Apparently his career's over, but Gabe was just telling me. Apparently, who was it?
That's funny. The two actors that played in Creed,
Or
Creed
no,
3 are
Michael
getting
B.
canceled.
Jordan.
Yeah, he played in Creed
Private.
3. Both of them
Yeah, I
fought
know.
each other, which is the crazy part.
I'm sorry. Why would Michael?
Michael B. Jordan crashed his Ferrari.
He's getting
apparently, yeah. So
he's getting because
he's
they have
he's
the
getting hit
video.
pretty hard with it.
Yeah, put the
Yeah, hold on.
video on.
Hold on. Well, let's put the video on real quick. So,
He's getting canceled now too.
Was he drinking and driving? Was he booze cruising?
He is
Somebody
racing.
get this man.
right, like look, TMZ's got him right here. Hold
Don't
on.
drink and drive.
Oh God.
See, that's the problem with drinking and driving, bro. It's the drunk crashes. that
Here,
gets
here. Look
bad
at
name.
this real quick. Look at this real quick. Now there's no audio on here, but obviously you can get the gist of what's going on. So his Ferrari's right there. Boom.
Oh, can I rewind that?
How did you
I don't know.
manage that?
I don't know. Here, let's rewind that one more time. Let's watch that again.
He's been quiet, but now he's.
I think what it looks like
He's
here.
set on
Well, what it looks like here. Well, hold on. There is that light that's green right there, right? I think back here is where they started, and he couldn't keep traction, and
No, he just
it.
lost
No,
it.
he looked.
It
did
looks
he
like
just
he-
lose it?
You would see the wheels. You would
No,
see
no,
the
no.
marks on the floor.
If you go back, I think he gunned it right
Yeah.
as he was on the
And he
paint.
slipped.
No,
Yeah,
the
let's
paint
see.
on the road.
Oh, right there, right there. You
sidewalk
see it?
paint?
Yeah, hold on.
I think he hit the sidewalk paint because if you ever ran
Right,
over that when
yeah.
it's
He
raining,
went right in between it.
You right? Yeah, he
Did
kind of
he?
went right in between it. He kind of missed
my
it.
fault. Oh yeah. he
Oh
did
wait,
miss
wait,
it.
wait, wait, hold on.
But I could 100% believe that.
Well, wait,
Because
wait,
there's another Ferrari.
because he was right there.
Yeah, 458.
See those white marks right there? I think
Yeah.
he hit that. I
Oh,
think
the
I think
strip in the
yeah, the
middle?
strip in the middle. If he hit the beans on that,
You gotta think though, like that's a couple $100,000 car.
Yeah.
There's no way that thing.
It happens,
I
man.
doubt-
If he was just
No.
leaving the tires are cold.
I doubt he knows how to take traction control.
whoa, wait,
Oh,
wait,
he
hold on.
messed that thing up.
Yeah, he messed it up pretty good. I mean, he was at speed. Let's hold on.
Those things are pretty easy to keep straight.
Ooh, that is some damage. That thing's probably
Money doesn't vibrate.
Could you imagine owning
Well, I mean,
that
but it
SUV
happens.
parked on the side of the road?
No, money.
and then you see Michael B. Jordan
Yeah,
with
you're
the
like,
Ferrari
wait,
outside. You're like,
who-
whoa.
who
that
crashed
does
into my
not
car? What?
happen. You're not a good driver.
No, it happens. I will say this has never. This has never happened to me.
More
I
than
will
that,
say, but it happens. It's going to happen. I get it. Because your average Joe cannot. Because that is, to my knowledge,
Yeah,
that
money you could buy anything.
well, no, that looks like a version of the F12 that has the V12 engine in it that has 812 horsepower.
Don't buy it if you can't
The
drive.
average Joe cannot handle that much power.
No.
Can't.
And he's
Average
really much
Joe.
so
Kids crash Mustangs.
He's a celebrity. He's not a race car driver. Shit's gonna happen.
People crash.
I'll tell you,
S550.
if you without audio, I mean, if you could hear it, if you could hear like the blot, the throttle blip, like if you could hear it start to open up, then you knew he went to go take off and he just lost traction.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's total, dude. His whole wheel came off. Wow.
It looks like F12.
No. It's
I'm
the
not gonna lie,
it's
that
the
makes me
it's the A12 super fast. It looks like.
Is that the one with the back seat?
I don't like,
No.
supercars.
No, that's the FF.
And he can afford it, so it's funny.
Yeah, my thing, as long as he just does the right thing, pays the insurance gets back to that lady with the
Leaves
car,
a note on the
and if,
windshield.
It's fucking Michael B. Jordan. He bought a new one the same day.
yeah, probably.
Lady was like, "You hit what?"
Yeah,
The lady's insurance. What happened? You hit what?
No, I mean,
hit by what? And
well,
who was that?
guys, also this is TMZ, so I think they're gonna blow it. They're gonna blow up. They're gonna try to blow it up as much as they can.
I love TMZ.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
TMZ is awesome.
All right, so FSU. Do you guys know about that scandal?
Nope.
With the
Nope.
so FSU went undefeated. I believe it was 13-0. Went to go into the championship or whatever, and apparently Alabama and Texas have a 12-1 record.
Wow.
And the reason why the SEC did not decide to put FSU in the top 4 for the championship is because their quarterback was injured. They won games without their quarterback, and yet that was the reason why. It is 100%. Yeah, everyone is on the SEC's ass because they're like, they won all the games, a lot of the games without the quarterback. So everyone on the team is good, not just Tom Brady has to be on the team.
Every single quarterback can't play. They got backups.
Yeah, I know. The backup is the person that got them through the last 4 games. Yeah.
He's been winning the last 4.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like, why didn't they go? And they're like, because the main quarterback's injured. And it's like, who cares?
No, it's because they know they're going to lose.
They know they're going to lose.
Yeah.
So everyone was on
How long
Alabama
ago
and
did that
Texas. This is recent.
Yeah,
This
very
is like
recent.
still going on.
Yeah, this is still going on.
November, I think.
Well, here, I'm not going to switch to that, but everyone, if you want to look it up on your own time, but SEC, let's see, the SEC football standings. So it's, this is not it. What?
Ooh, Georgia's. Yeah.
SEC or SEC?
I think it's SE.
Is it
Sierra
S? Is it,
Echo, Charlie? Yeah.
oh, is it SEC? I'm sorry.
Thank you for your still
2023.
I don't know nothing about college football.
Yeah, here it is. So we have standings. So Alabama. No, what? Alabama.
No, Alabama's 12-1 right there.
Yeah, 12-1 Alabama. So the 4 that are in there, 4 teams. 4 team standings. So it's supposed to be Alabama, Texas. Wow, where is this? This is not it at all.
I'm sure they're just hiding it.
Yeah, maybe there's. Bro, it's supposed to be on here somewhere, but it's Alabama, Texas, and I forget the top 2. But the top 2 people were also 13-0, so it made sense why they were in. But Alabama and Texas were the 2 people that were not supposed to be in there, and it was a big. Everyone was up in air. The FSU head coach made a statement about it like the day after. They're like, it's completely been robbed. It's not even remotely. Everything that it's college football stands for is now over. He goes, this is absolute like robbery. Like he couldn't. He's like, my team has performed their top notch, and you're gonna say no because one person on our team is injured. So what if our lineman, one of the linemen got injured? You still gonna let us in? No, because the one lineman was injured from the primary standings.
Sounds
No,
like that man had a good bet going on. He was losing.
Yeah. I think someone paid a little bit of dollar underneath the table to kind of get that removed. So that's
This
just mine.
is why when it comes to sports, I don't think there should be any governing corporation.
No, there shouldn't.
Why do you need a governing corporation for a sport? Just have them play.
It kind of reminds me of the FIFA scandal that happened, where there was money going under the table, and they were just like, "What's going on here?" And it happened. I think I want to say 1 or 2 times, and there was even one guy during the FIFA when they were doing a conference. The guy went up and he took money and he threw it at them. They're like, "Here, is this what you want?" And started throwing it at the old dudes. They're all old. But yeah, no, that whole
Patriots on inflating balls or something.
what's wrong with you?
What was that? That was 2012 or some shit, right?
Right?
Lying. Or they caught cheating the Patriots.
Yeah,
They
now
won the
look where
Super
it
Bowl.
got them. They got like 2 wins. This
I don't
season.
know.
Yeah, the
Open
Patriots.
season.
Listen, I'm a firm believer that every team has cheats at some point.
100%.
Patriots just got caught really bad.
Do you ever think though that they pay like they know who's going to win the games? I think they know.
I've heard
think
some
so.
I've heard some players come out like after a timer. They're like, "Oh yeah, everything's scripted," and I was like, "What?
I could go out tomorrow and be like, "Hey, the Wired and Inspired podcast is scripted, by the way."
Yeah. Well,
No, that's not a
wait.
script.
Well,
Is WWE scripted like wrestling, or is that real?
oh,
Wrestling's not scripted. It's real.
It's
Right?
WWE.
Yeah, it's real.
that's a little scripted.
No, it's not.
That is 100%
It's
scripted.
No, that's
Yeah,
real.
there's
They
that.
throw each other
Actually,
off
no, no,
buildings. It's like Santa.
It's real.
It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
See you in John Cena.
I can't see who's talking to me right now.
You see, GTA 6 broke the record for the
I'm-
trailer.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt with GTA 6. I'm not
GTA
gonna lie.
6 is
Late.
Because
Right.
I'm a PC gamer.
Oh yeah, it won't come
Oh,
out.
I'm not gonna get it
okay,
until 2025.
I don't care about that. Online's gonna suck. I guarantee.
Angry. I mean,
Guaranteed.
yeah, but I just want a cool story.
It's
mode.
gonna be all
I just know
microtransactions.
Rockstar has their shades on listening to this. Like, you're still gonna buy it anyway. He's like, they're still gonna see.
100%.
But that's why they did it. They know you're gonna. It doesn't matter what they do.
And
You're
I'll be
still gonna
honest,
buy it.
the microtransaction thing, I think it's stupid, but I make poor financial decisions. So game on.
See, but that's why. That's why you're
Yeah,
still
I'm
gonna
feeding
buy it
it.
no matter what.
100%. And I'm still all these microtransactions
Well,
are terrible.
see,
Complete purchase.
Yes, you're still gonna buy it.
Because what they do is
Hopefully,
jerk off who has both of them, Xbox and PC. He buy on Xbox first, and then a year later he spends another $60 for PC.
For PC.
Apparently, they're trying to. Do you also hear what they're trying to do for cost? How they're trying to charge people?
They're
It's
try-
not
Per hour.
per
hour.
hour of playtime.
One guy, one guy said it's per hour.
They're trying
How
to charge you a certain amount of money per hour instead of just a flat rate.
Why?
I don't think that's gonna go through.
So they want their shekels.
That's supposedly the
that's
most
crazy.
expensive video game in history of like $2 billion or $3 billion.
It was GTA
something.
5.
GTA 6 was supposed
No,
to.
no, GTA 6. They
GTA
said
5 made like a couple.
They still-
Oh
They
no,
still
no,
make-
but no, I'm saying making the game, like it cost them like $3 billion just to
Oh
make
yeah,
the game.
it's like
Yeah.
the most expensive.
Yeah.
GTA 6. They spent, I think it was 1.9 or $2 billion in development. With a
Wow,
B.
$2 billion. I don't know where that money goes.
That's
Oh,
expensive.
The only thing
and-
I can really think about, I know I'm not a game dev.
Yeah,
see,
I'm not
a
either.
game dev,
Yeah, I'm
so
not
I
either.
would assume that 99% of those expenses, maybe 90%, is labor. It's just
Yeah.
salaries
They
and
gotta
labor.
pay their people to
'Cause
do
it's,
it.
all, it's all digital stuff. So you're not. There's not much.
You also have to remember. I mean, you have
Acting too.
you got people who are lawyer wise. That it like. I mean, if you look at the trailer, you got like the
Joker, the
Yeah,
Joker,
the Joker
from
guy.
Florida.
Yeah,
yeah,
you got
yeah.
all the stuff that
Florida
like
Black is in
yeah,
it
you
too,
got
I think.
yeah, and it's like all right, we can do this. It's like yeah, you're good to go on that. And then you got people who are like, all right, this is Miami. Like Danielle's apartment is actually in GTA 6. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible that her complex is actually in the game.
Bridge 2, I think, to go to Key
Yeah.
West or
Yeah, the
something
Key
like
West.
that, right?
Brooklyn Bridge. So you have people who are like, all right, we got to do it this way, and then you have, you know, the animators. It's a fucking massive market.
Actors too.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
feel like
you got-
there's not much tangible cost. Like, don't get me wrong. When you're talking $2 billion,
I think it's
$2 billion
You also-
I think-
tangible cost is like.
You're in Rockstar. So
But-
if you're a dev for Rockstar,
That's true. That's true.
I'm sure the base salary
It's like 80.
no
No.
no
I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
Internship is 80.
They
Damn, I need to go be.
we
an
also
intern for
I
Rockstar.
think a big chunk of it was also lawyers. Because
Yeah.
look what's happening right now. Just the trailer is out, and one dude is suing
Yeah, the
Rockstar
Miami
because
Joker.
the Joker guy. But
$2
you
billion.
got whenever they're in the conference and they're saying, "Hey, are we allowed to do this?" The lawyer's gotta be like, "Does it look like him? No, we changed the tattoos up. Okay, hey, then it ain't him." So like there's so many things they got to go through. Because remember when GTA 5 came out, that girl on the loading screen, that whole scandal happened.
Lindsay Lohan,
But-
right? It
but-
was Lindsay Lohan.
But she said, but the lawyers are like, nope, because
No,
we
that
changed
bitch
it up
looked
so
you
much.
also got to look at that makes sense now that you say that
Because-
all the cars in
That's
GTA
what I was
5.
gonna say. Every
Yeah.
model, every car.
You're
Every-
like that's
There's some
literally
cars
a Charger.
in GTA 5, but I think it's like the C8 Corvette. It is almost identical.
Yeah,
But
Like,
there's
to me, it
they
looks like
make
they
certain
have Corvette.
changes to where it doesn't look like it,
Yeah.
so you can't sue them for it.
they
You
call
can't-
it some weird
Yep.
The Corvette. It's literally called. I think it's called the Corvette.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
right
I
on the
haven't-
line of Corvette, and it's
Yeah.
like
But
I haven't played in
their
a while. But
their
it's-
lawyers are awesome
all-
because they
it's-
got to
you
be
can
able to.
tell, and you
yeah.
can tell they have good lawyers too.
Yeah. So
I just
it's
looked up GTA's salaries. So project engineer starts at $38 an hour. That's not bad at all.
Starting.
That's like 70. That's
Yeah.
like 70,000.
That's if you successfully complete the internship.
Yeah.
Good
It's like 70K
God.
a year.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
Somewhere around 40. I think it's 45.
That's not
Speak,
bad at
but
all.
speaking of pay though, for a big company, obviously, hopefully, you know, I know you do. Bucky's.
I think Bucky pays a ton.
Look
of
at
money to their employees.
look at this
I don't
real
know
quick.
what they-
I drove
Dude.
past the Bucky's on a drug.
Look at this. Hold on. We're gonna put the. Why is that only?
Yeah, Glassdoor from like a market manager, 87 to 134,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
$1 or $2.
Right.
I mean, Meta. I mean, a junior software engineer for Meta, I think said it was like 180 or like 200,000. It's incredible. I applaud.
But look at this real quick. Look at the Bucky's. Oh wait, hold on. A lot of the viewers can't see that. Hold on. We gotta move ourselves onto this side real quick. And
I'd sell myself.
that's
100%.
Absolutely.
look at that. Cashier gift
18.
starting 8 and paid weekly. This is paid weekly. Okay.
And we calculated from the Florida
We did.
calculator for paychecks and taxes and everything.
Yep. So
Look
look.
at this.
So look. We're gonna go to if your mouse could work correctly.
It's a beautiful computer.
So look.
Top disrespect.
Weekly. So the Bucky's in Florida is in Daytona. So we're gonna go with Daytona, right? Just to give you guys an idea, what was the rate?
18
So-
for just a
But
starting
that's
base.
that's 18. Let's just say the restroom crew,
General manager can make 225K.
right? But just the restroom crew. Okay, this means you're only responsible for
Clean
bathrooms
toilets.
and that's it. Because you know they're pristine, and you get $2 plus overnight. So let's say you're part of the overnight crew. Okay, you're making $22 an hour, 40 hours a week.
That's
You
all
bring
work.
home $703 a week. Times that by 4, because there's 4 weeks in a month on average. You're making
That's what I'm. Yeah,
What?
I'm doing that now.
703 times 4.
Yeah.
28. You bring home 2,800 every single month just cleaning the bathrooms at Bucky's.
Yeah, 40 hours, I think.
Yeah, but let's be honest. If you've seen some of their food, those bathrooms, man,
Dude,
those
they're,
poor
no,
toilets.
they're pristine.
Well, yeah, because
No
you've
matter
got people
what.
making $22 an hour.
Yeah, dude, I'd
Breaking
fucking
logs
I'd
off
do
into
whatever
those
you
things.
want. I mean,
This
I
man
make,
is shit.
dude, because I make 21 an hour as an assistant manager
That's what I'm at.
at a clothing store. So, can you stop? So, like, that's crazy to think that someone just cleaning bathrooms and their only responsibility is just bathrooms makes more than me overnight.
I mean, to be fair, I'm at 21 in my own.
Yeah, but what's the better work environment?
That's crazy.
But what's
though,
the
right?
better
Like,
work environment?
I mean,
This is the thing. Like, what's
I
comfortable?
was
Do you want to be
fucking
pushing a mop bucket and smell
So,
shit?
yeah.
Oh, excuse my language. Or do you want to, be a manager somewhere and you gotta, fold clothes, go on Excel or whatever the fuck you do. Then,
But here's the thing.
or do you want to push a mop bucket?
start?
having a-
No. Here. You know.
150K.
Yeah, and I'm looking
Yeah.
at that, and I'd like to know the prerequisites.
So here, well, it says no experience necessary for the top
I don't.
positions.
Well, that's
They may
So,
require a bachelor's degree
I don't-
for this job.
because I
7 years experience.
That's
you
not
have to
even that
remember
bad.
that says full time
200K
30
a
to 50.
year, dude?
That's not
35 to 50.
Yeah, 35.
Oh, I thought
to
we were
50.
talking about the bathroom.
Bottom is salary.
Bottom salary
So
base,
that's
yes.
why I think
So-
35 to 50, everything where it says full time, no experience needed or necessary,
Is only the
is
top
all
end.
top stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. This
Okay,
is top
still,
stuff.
you can make 42 an hour.
Still,
doing-
yeah.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah.
Drop out of high
That's
school.
fucking incredible.
well here. So I have let's just two pathways.
42, I'm pretty sure.
Let's just do one where you have no experience.
than
You
a
just got out of
sophomore.
high school. you're making $18 an hour.
Yeah.
Or if you're overnight and you're 16, 17 years old, or 18, you're making 20 an hour just being cashier because you're overnight.
At
whatever.
high school, I was at like 12.
Which
like
is great.
11,
Yeah, for
50
back then,
at
that was
Publix.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
So-
we were fucking
$300 a freaking week.
Right, low
I
hours,
was fucking
20
16.
hours.
That was God's money to me, bro. I was fucking balling at that point.
Yeah, that's fair. I was 17
But,
when
yeah,
I
I mean,
met.
as a grown adult,
But entry level for
it was a
Bucky's,
part-time job. I mean, that's
It's like $7.25 for me back
Yeah,
then.
until you work in the grocery and they keep you in the front service.
Well, you become a butcher like I am. Fucking bank out.
but I think for entry level, Bucky's is actually really good. And if you do have experience, for example, I have manager experience in 2 different companies, I could immediately go to an assistant or even a department manager, make 33, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
Like here,
to,
go to let's just say 33 because I have experience doing all that. I'd bring home weekly after taxes
After
1,000.
tax?
Yeah, this is after tax. Yeah,
It's not bad.
4,000 basically. I'd take home a month being a department lead at Bucky's.
Was it 65K a year?
Well, no, here let's do yearly.
No, it's 4K a month, right? So
It's about 4K. Yeah.
4,000 times 12, 48, 50,000.
52,671.
Oh, it's right in front of my face.
Yep.
Did they say that's the average
But that's
money that
just-
somebody's making? There's no way an average person's making that.
Huh?
Yeah. If you're a
Make
department
almost
lead at
1,000.
Bucky's, that's what you're making.
Bi-weekly or weekly?
That's crazy.
That's without tax. Oh, so gross pays 68,000. Damn, they take a lot of tax out of that. Holy shit.
Well, no. Florida's one of the least taxed states though.
Florida, yeah, that's
'Cause
why
look,
everyone moves down here.
Because look, federal income, you can't really avoid that. 206. State and local income, because we're Florida, we don't have that. Social Security, and Medicare. Those are the only 2. So so in taxes, they take out. Let's see details here. So in taxes, 307 they take out of this paycheck.
Jesus.
That's that, but you get paid 1,000. I mean, shit.
It's not bad.
To be a department with no experience
At a gas
necessary.
station.
Yeah, I mean, is Bucky's really a gas station though?
It's a superstore. I call it like a super
Right.
grocery store.
Right,
After
I mean, yeah,
taxes.
take home I'm making like somewhere like 9
which is crazy.
I guess.
bro.
I
This-
mean, not 13.
That's-
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
and they had the 401k at the 6% match.
That
3
was-
weeks
I
paid
didn't, I
off.
didn't realize it said 13.20 on the bottom. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it.
1320.
Uh,
Racing.
I
Oh.
know, no, the Bucky tax thing.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I was looking at that. I was like, dude, I make almost that a week making $26 an hour. But then it said 13.20 on the bottom. I didn't realize that it was
Yeah, 13.
after all that shit.
What do you do now?
I'm a butcher. I'm still a butcher.
Oh, okay.
So I needed a part-time job because the market sucks.
Yeah, we'll get into that too. That's a big one right now.
Yeah,
Like,
market. Actually, let's get into it now. Yeah, the market's ass.
Yeah.
Because
That's a good point to get right to right away.
I mean, it's the truth. But for, I think I said it earlier in the podcast, for about 3 months, it used to work at Target, right? And it took me 3 months, actually a little bit longer, a little bit over 90 days, to find a different job, which was way better, which is way better. I feel like it's less work for more pay because I have experience in this area that I'm going into, so it's just overall better for me. But it took me 3 months to find it, and it shouldn't. It just shouldn't. And before that, I only got like 2 or 3 interviews, and I applied to over 80 places.
Bro, I actually haven't even gotten it.
This is a good article to put up.
That's what bothers me the most.
The thing
Top
I don't
15
get is
jobs
all these
before
employers
employees
are saying
get-
it's so hard to find people that want to work, but nobody can find jobs.
If you go back, if you look on Google
Well, I know,
Images,
but-
you've been seeing that shit since like the 60s and 70s.
See if
so
you
it's
can
probably
put that
back
on.
Yeah, I don't think any of it's true. I think they just aren't. One, they're definitely not looking, and 2, I don't think they really care.
Well,
Like employers are like, whatever.
I had someone tell me who has been in the field for a really long time in terms of like manager and project management. They said a little bit has been ruined by online because you're just sending now back in the old days. This person's old enough that back in the day you'd actually have to go to the job area or look through the newspaper and go and actually hand in your resume and explain why you're actually a good fit. Now you can just click about 10 seconds, click your resume, submit, and thousands of
absolutely.
people submit. So now they have so much shit to filter through. They're only going to look at maybe the top 50 people that have submitted and go through it. But
Absolutely.
here is Gabe here pulled up a chart here.
I fucking stalk LinkedIn.
Hold on.
I
Stuff.
should.
LinkedIn's awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
LinkedIn is very political.
I don't give a shit whatever gets me a job.
All right, look. So here are the top 15 jobs people are planning to quit.
This is for 2023 going
This
to
is-
2024.
Oh, cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, software at number 13.
Number 13? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
So the big thing. So I know before we get into it. Well, so what happens is, like I was saying before, most companies during December they give their Christmas bonuses and their end of year bonuses.
Right. Yep.
And what's going to wind up happening is February, most companies are going to get their budget for the year.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping by that point it's going to be other people trying to find new jobs. You have juniors who are trying to go to,
Mid-levels,
mid-levels,
yeah.
Right.
and mids going to seniors and whatever. So I'm hoping at that point I could snag into a junior position. Then I'm praying I could fucking find my foot in the door or something like that.
Yeah, the big part of IT right now is that you have to like network with people, go out to like different events,
Yeah.
And there's not really that much here.
certifications, and all that sort of thing.
No,
At
there's
least
not.
At least where we are.
No, not in Naples and Fort Myers is
No.
dead.
'Cause a
all
lot
the
of-
job
'cause
offers I get are like big
from
cities,
Texas or from New York. Yeah, a lot
Georgia,
of- yeah.
New York.
But I mean, regardless, I wouldn't care if I had to do on site, but I have to work with
Do you?
Just because of the other job that you have?
them. No, because my fiance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got Oh,
Well,
okay.
so she's becoming a doctor.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So-
Yeah, Dr. Money.
Doctor
No,
Money.
I fell in love with her before she decided to become a doctor.
Ooh,
This man played
Free
the
healthcare.
long game.
Yeah, soccer.
free healthcare, free
Yeah,
healthcare.
She helps me with my boo-boos. No, but
Nice.
that's why. So that's why I said I had to go to Atlanta. So we had to do her rotations there. They're called. So she had to do a year there. So I went there with her, and she had to do her. They closed down the hospital, funny enough. It was Wellstar Medical Center. So she had to do her electives. So she was going back and forth to Miami, and she was in Chicago for a couple months. She had to go. I think go back to Atlanta. So yeah, I don't know where we're gonna wind up when she gets matched
When she's
for
done,
her
yeah.
hospital. Yeah, so that's why I want to try to get a remote
Remote.
job, because if she tells me we have to go all the way, I think that the farthest place she applied to was Albany, if I'm not mistaken.
All in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cold
yeah,
there.
that's
I know it's freezing.
But I mean, it
I grew up
also
in
is.
Brooklyn, so I mean, it's
Yeah, so
all
I
that
mean,
I don't
yeah.
give a shit about. But yeah, that's for me. Remote is. It's either I'm doing remote now and I'm getting my foot in the door, or I have to wait until I find where I'm going and then I can apply for like on-site positions.
You
Right.
can probably get in a remote doing what you're doing.
I'm hoping, but like I said, it's just the market is so saturated and it's so shitty right now. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Speaking
Well, hey,
of-
number 13.
Number
dude,
13, I know,
2024 is your year.
58% seeking.
No, number 9.
Well,
number
that's
9,
kinda-
forklift operator, baby.
That's honestly
Oh,
not very
that
good
was my
because
time.
it says 58% seeking a new job. That means I'm going to have a lot of competition.
Forklift operators. Yeah.
No, that means 50%. I think that means 50%
That means
of
people are
software
leaving.
development
They're leaving.
engineers
They want to
are looking
leave.
for a new job.
Because they're seeking a new job.
So 58% of what you're doing, 58% of the people that what you're doing are looking for a different job other than software.
I feel like that could, seeking a new job. Yeah, I guess it could get led both ways because some people don't want to
analyst.
speak. Yeah, so someone may want to, if they have experience in Python or shit already, they may swap fields instead of development. But my thing is web development, like JavaScript type.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Talking
very
about-
stressful.
talking
too.
about-
Those environments, like even cybersecurity, is super stressful.
oh, I can imagine.
But talking about the saturation of jobs and everything, for pilots, for a while now they've been talking about a pilot shortage, they call it.
Fucking line cook. You want to be a line cook?
Dude,
No,
dude,
I'm
as
I'm
soon,
sorry, I cut
dude,
you
you're
off.
good. But as soon as Top Gun Maverick came out, all the market for at least military aircraft got saturated now, and even for airlines, it's just propaganda for you to become a pilot so that they can replace people in the future. I don't believe there's a pilot shortage anymore.
I think that's good propaganda. I would like to be brainwashed into thinking I want to fly F-35s.
No. It's actually bad because here's what ends up happening. Here's the pilot pipeline. You go to a flight school at an airport. You get your private pilots. You get your instrument certificate so you can fly through clouds and stuff and at night. Then commercial where you can start getting paid to fly. And then you can become an instructor to build your hours. If you want to be an airline pilot, you have to have 1,500 to 2,000 hours of flight time, total flight time. Now, there's other categories you have to meet, but overall, 2,000 is the benchmark. And so, but they pay the instructors not that great because it costs it costs like $85,000 to get all those certificates, and now you're getting paid $21, $22 an hour to fly. It's not so yeah.
I'm gonna blow
So
your mind. When it's done.
so let's say you get to that 2,000 mark, And then you go to apply, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're not as competitive. The other people have like all these other certifications. You just have the basic stuff. I'm still out $85K. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like now you're screwed because you're stuck doing a job that you can't even pay back your loan if you took out a loan or whatever. Like we get screwed. And so a lot of instructors.
That's exactly where I'm going to lead to next. So my fiance is almost $300,000 in debt.
What?
Yep. Yeah.
And her to become a doctor.
Doctors
is like,
is
What?
insane.
300,000?
Almost.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
just
insane.
about. I think she's like 280 or somewhere around that mark.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's
She's very
crazy.
high. For her first.
And that's normal.
Yeah,
That's normal. Yeah,
Honestly,
That's
I
an absurd
I
amount.
actually think that's low considering.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's actually pretty low. That's pretty good, actually.
For the first couple years, for like the first 3 or 4 years, she will go like from 60,000 to 80,000, or like I think it starts at 40 to 60 to 80 to 100, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, granted, it's nothing like flight school. I mean,
Yeah.
if she's gonna specialize, I mean, she's gonna be looking at like 400.
Yes,
Right? Like,
yeah.
for oncology-
Immediately
For
off the rip.
oncology, yeah, she's gonna specialize. I know she wants to specialize for oncology and do oncology. God bless her. I love her to death.
How long have you all been together?
7 years.
Oh, wow.
7 years.
Long,
Wow.
bro. He played the long game.
Are you engaged?
Yeah, I got engaged.
Oh, okay.
I got engaged.
You're not married then yet, right?
No, we're in no rush.
Okay.
That's what engaged means. Gabe.
Oh, I didn't know if they were.
No, we're in, but we're on the same page. It's
Yeah.
taking
Gabe.
our time.
Gabe, take notes.
But I mean, yeah, it's not like flight school where it's like,
I got the classes.
I mean,
all.
80,000 and you're making that. I mean,
it costs.
she's
it's-
secured.
It's so much. It's
I
not
know
so much,
she's gonna
and
be-
compare even. It's not even like comparing the two. Like doctor is a whole different area that's so hard that, and flying's a whole different other area where like you basically your job is to prevent yourself from dying if like the other person next to you because they're a student. Your job is to make sure you both get back to the airport safely and he doesn't try to kill you or he whatever. So that's basically your job. And I have a friend who's a flight
That's a
instructor.
little familiar.
I wanted to say something.
I have
I don't want to leave a digital footprint for the company watching.
But I have a buddy that's a flight instructor. He goes, dude, there's students sometimes they come in and they don't intentionally try to, but like they do something and you're like, holy shit, and like you guys almost die, and you're like, but I'm getting paid. He's getting paid as much as you and I like that. I mean,
well, to be fair, it's very similar because someone comes into the gun store. They're like, "Hey, teach me how to shoot." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then like 3 seconds later, I turn around. I'm looking down the barrel of their gun because they're asking, "Hey, is this thing working right?"
they're still holding it, and they're
Oh yeah.
Pointing it.
I've gotten used to it though.
Are you serious?
It does not make my heart skip. a beat
but like,
anymore.
what do you do? Like, so walk us through that
Yeah,
situation.
so-
Like, what do you do?
Like start to finish, I go into the range with them. I give them a safety brief on everything. So like I'll tell them, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Like, oh, do this, do that. My thing that I always joke around because I want to make it seem normal. I always tell them, hey, make sure that you don't point the gun at me or yourself.
Yeah.
I tell them that.
Well, there's 4 rules of firearm safety,
Yes.
and that's one of them. Don't ever point your gun at something you
Not
intend
to
to destroy.
Exactly.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's. I'm not attributing it to malice. It's incompetence, obviously. So I don't get pissed off at them, but
I'm sure you also have a lot of first-time shooters too.
all the time.
Yeah.
So many. And Germans, they get a lot of German tourists who shoot. They don't know. Luckily, though, German tourists with guns, they're the safest. From what I've
Are
seen
they
so
really?
far, they're the safest.
Wow.
Not a single German tourist has pointed a gun at me.
We should take notes.
Yeah, right.
Something we
Honestly,
should
they
take
did
notes.
something right. But
That's something.
yeah, so they'll come in, and I'll teach them, and they'll take 2 shots, and then something will happen. They'll be like, "Oh, it feels a little weird," and I'll just be standing behind them because I'm not going to be breathing down someone's
Yeah, of
neck
course,
in a short little bay.
yeah. Right.
And then they turn around, but for some reason, when they turn around, they
They're
assume
still
that their
holding
arm
the
is like glued. Yeah, they're still
they're
fingers on the trigger, safety on, and then they turn around, and I'm up a little bit. I'm taller than most of the people that come in.
Yeah.
So when they look up, it's like their freaking eyes, like an Apache helicopter, where the helmet tracks the
Yeah,
gun.
it tracks the gun.
They look up at me, and then the gun goes up too. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not getting shot in the arm. I'm getting shot in the face.
Face.
Like someone's gonna shoot me in the face. But yeah, and I just kind of, you don't want to yell at them because if
Of
they
course.
jump when their fingers on the trigger, you're getting shot. But no, you just kind of I just push it away.
Push it up more or whatever.
But like fast. Like
Yeah,
quickly. I'm not smacking it out of their hand, but I'm like, you just pointed a gun at square at my forehead.
Yep.
And when I'm RSOing too, that's another thing. I'm a range safety officer.
Right.
But when people are shooting, and I'm just making sure everything's safe, they're not using bad ammo, they're not about to shoot themselves.
Blowing cans off the end of their gun.
Exactly.
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Blood suppressors off them when you get started.
Yeah.
But and they'll have a malfunction.
Yeah.
They'll have a malfunction.
A
same
jam
thing.
or something. Yeah.
They'll turn around, or it's like, oh, they're having the first time shooters. They'll shoot a couple rounds, and they'll look at their friend recording, and I'm walking past, and I'm like, okay, so you're gonna shoot me and your girlfriend.
Yeah, the
Or
bullet's gonna
your
go
husband,
through.
or-
Yeah.
and you're just gonna. I was like, and you tell people too. Like I tell them, I was like, hey, you just pointed this thing that kills people. And animated that does all this damage, right?
Right.
You just like haphazardly or whatever pointed it straight at my dome piece.
Right.
Like what the
The
hell,
only thing I
dude?
could picture going on in that guy's brain is just the cat going,
What do you mean?
But yeah, and I tell them, and I've had people do it like 4 times
Have you ever
within an hour.
Have you ever had to tell someone like, "Hey, this is not for you. Put the gun down." Please,
I've kicked
please leave.
I've kicked a lot of people out of that.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah,
Because there are some people that just truly should not.
I mean the guy. So like this one instance was this guy didn't like listening to me. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
right
a
there.
22-year-old. I'm a 22-year-old kid, and he's like in his late 30s. This is Mr. Big Guy. Doesn't
See
like,
right there,
yeah,
right there,
yeah.
the ego. The
Yeah,
ego
it's
right
Oh my
there.
god! I saw it when he
Because-
walked in.
Pilots do the same thing, where you have to self-evaluate yourself, and the captains and officers go back and forth. Where you're supposed to do it without them like kind of knowing or whatever, but you're supposed to self-evaluate. Hey, have you been divorced in the last 90 days? No. Okay, cool. Did I get 8 hours of sleep yesterday? Yes or no? No. Okay. The FAA is going to be looking at you a little closely now. They're not going to stop you from flying, but they're going to say, hey, make sure the next day, beyond that.
Get some sleep.
Like they will self-evaluate the entire time, and they will look to see if your ego is getting bigger too. Apparently there are certain actions that we don't know in our brain that equivalates to that, and they look to see what you're doing. Like one of them is, oh well, that's never going to happen to me because I've done it successfully so many times.
I mean, that's kind of like a glaring neon sign.
Right. That's a neon. That's a neon. Right, like that. That's just that's an obvious sign. But there are others that are
Super subtle.
that you don't realize you're doing. That are like, hey, have you done that before? And you're like, oh shit, no. Oh my god, like why am I like?
It's probably like they ask you to do something that they know you don't know what you're like talking about or done. And you're like, okay, I got it.
Right, and the captain and the officers. Right, and most of the time, and again, we had 0 accidents during Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so it's not. It's not crazy, but it sometimes happens where it's like, oh wow, I got an ego. But I think translating it back to the gun stuff, that's
you see some stuff. There's some
stuff.
I'll be honest. I lost a lot of faith in humanity when I started working at this gun store. People are stupid. Yeah, people
Right.
are stupid. We've had I've almost drawn my gun on people because we a lot of us open carry. Obviously, it's a gun store. People have loaded guns.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to open carry. And plus show off your build. It looks cool. Spend all this money, flex a little bit.
It's got some gold emblems on it.
Yeah, a little something.
I spent some money on this piece here.
Yeah. So, but I've almost drawn because people walk into the store with a gun in their hand, not in a case, not nothing.
Are you serious?
There was one guy who I had my gun halfway out of the holster, and he stopped instantly because he walked in with an AR and hand on the pistol grip, magazine in, bolt forward. So you can't tell, like,
but you have to assume. You have to assume that he's in.
No. Some people are a little bit more not stupid, and they come in like no magazine, bolt locked to the rear, and they're holding it by the hand grip,
or by the bar, like at the top,
barrel,
so like
exactly.
you can't, like, there's no way I'm gonna fire this thing. I'm holding it from the top.
But we still go through the same procedure.
It has to be in case, right?
100% has to be in
Has
case.
to be in case.
In fact, what's funny is there's a huge stop sign on both of the front
Yes,
doors.
I've seen it. Yeah,
that says no uncased firearms. It's the only thing it says. There's not this. It just says no uncased firearms.
Yeah.
That guy that walked in with the mag in bolt forward, all of us almost drew on this guy.
Yeah.
And we were like, dude, what the hell is your problem? Did you not see the sign? His
I
exact
can't read.
No. He said, oh, I read it, but I thought it was okay because I've been here before.
Incredible.
And I look at him and I go, sir, you almost got shot, right? He's like, you guys were going to shoot me?
Yes.
I was like, yes.
And I'm sure it would have been the highlight of your day.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But
Right.
I was like, we almost shot. Like, you just. He was like, why? I've been here before. And I was like, that doesn't matter. You came in with a gun with a mag in and the
bolt forward with you're holding it by the pistol grip,
grip.
and shootings happen, and I'm not going to sit there and be like, nah, he's just walking into a gun store. We're safe.
Oh, that's
No.
Jimmy. He's been here twice. He's good.
Yeah,
No,
also twice.
it- because-
You know
because
the
right-
place now.
because-
so yeah, I don't.
Because right there, that's ego.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Jimmy. He's not
Oh.
going to. That's ego. You can't. Every single. I don't care who you are. If I've known you for 15 years, if you come in looking like that, okay, he's here to shoot up the place because it happens. I was working at Target, and there was a shooting
100%.
that happened in the parking lot. Like we could hear it happening, bang bang in the parking lot. If that shit walked inside, like it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
Strong.
It can happen anywhere. Stupid enough, it can happen at a gun store where
Yeah, I mean,
everyone's got a
we've
gun.
We've had
But-
a round go off in the showroom too.
No.
Oh yeah, someone shot the floor in our showroom under our case because it was some older guy, and he did another gun store. No, he had it concealed in his appendix, and he was like, "Hey, I'm looking for an optic for this gun."
Goes to
Oh, and he draws it.
Yeah.
Yep, and he draws it,
And
one
what
of my
phone,
managers. Well, no, not yet.
Oh,
One of my
not
managers is like, "Whoa, what the hell is wrong with you? Don't give me it." And he's like, No, I know my gun. I can clear it. He drops his mag, or no, he doesn't drop his mag. He racks the gun, kicks the live round out, but he didn't drop the mag.
Oh.
So it just reloaded a new
A
round.
new round, yeah.
And he did the other stupid thing. He pulled the trigger.
Why?
You never pull the trigger unless you're in.
In the range, or you're
A lot of
again
people-
pointing at something you're willing to destroy.
Exactly. A lot of people clear their guns and then they pull the trigger because it's a just checking. But it's like,
so stupid. Why
what
would
if
you
you're
do
wrong?
that?
What if you're wrong?
And right there, you were wrong.
He was
And
wrong.
boom.
And he almost killed my manager. He almost shot him in his leg, and it would have hit him in one thigh and went through the
Is
other.
he banned? Is
Well,
he banned
when-
from this?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. When that happens, what happens? Like how
How-
heated does the situation get?
So everybody drew. I didn't work there at the time, but I was told about it by my other managers and him. Everyone drew their firearms and aimed at the
yeah.
because you hear a gun go off.
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
and yeah, it was so everyone drew. Everyone ran over the guy, and he like just dropped the gun and was like, oh, I didn't know, blah blah blah. All this. It was like a whole spiel. It took like 2 hours to go through all this stuff.
How stupid
Yeah,
could people
because
be
a
to
live
buy
firearm went off
firearm?
inside a gun store.
And the
Like,
bullet-
that's a
From what I was told, the bullet ricocheted. Obviously, concrete floor. It's gonna ricochet. A big chunk of the slug ricocheted off the floor and went towards our back door. So if anybody would have been coming out of the back door, like with product, they would have gotten shot. If anyone was lined up, if the range line was backed up a little bit, then
Yeah.
all those people, someone would have got shot. In that line, would have get hit by a
dude.
shrapnel.
I can't even imagine like someone getting shot in a gun store. How that goes down? Like
It's
how does that go down? Like I don't.
Well, I
very
think
fast. I'll say that.
Like
Yeah,
obviously,
well,
but I'm
that's
saying like
even-
accidental. Like, let's say
pretty high. I'm sure. On
like
guns.
let's say someone
Well,
did
they're
get
always
shot.
lawyered up too, so just in
Uh,
case something ever
no,
happens.
Our
I'm-
store is owned by law.
Is it really?
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of let's just say
Wait, what's the gun shop again? Sorry.
Shoot center. It's
Oh,
on
Shoot Center?
Delphada. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, he said
Oh!
it.
No, I was
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
thinking 'cause
awesome.
I've seen it before. I've seen it. My bad.
Yeah.
I want to go shooting. I haven't been shooting in a long time.
It's a nice place.
I'm
Is
trying.
it?
I'm trying to.
air conditioned range.
I'm trying to get
Good
mine.
prices.
So come in loaded, you said, and
No,
with
no,
like John Wick.
no.
And you're like, oh,
I'm trying to get mine. Well, I've already had it before, but I'm trying to get a gun myself. But
Desert
I
Eagle.
went there, and you guys have just a lot of expensive, good stuff.
Yes.
Like you don't have any like
Right.
cheap off the shelf. Like
no, you're
oh,
no. We just so the reason is a little bit more personal with us, but the reason why everything was so expensive was everything that you see was like a hot product.
Oh, okay.
So we were like, buy. This
Yeah.
was COVID, where guns were like impossible to find.
Impossible.
So all these orders for all this expensive stuff was from COVID.
Oh,
and then
okay.
we were like, oh, that's right, we ordered this crap.
Right, yeah.
Shit, now we can't sell it.
No, we can't sell. Yeah.
But it's going away. Now we're starting to fill up with like normal ARs. Which,
Boys
Well,
gotta start
I-
carrying
well-
45 70.
Well, dude, I went to go in just to buy like a rifle like 223, like just something normal like that, not a huge 308 round or something. And I was like, the only thing they have 2 bolt actions and they're like $2,000 each.
What
I'm
the
like, holy crap! Like,
wow.
yeah, those are Daniel Defenses.
yeah,
and,
Daniel Defense, yeah.
Daniel
And I was like,
Defense.
damn, dude, Daniel
Yeah,
Defense is
Daniel Defense,
amazing.
It's a PRS gun.
Dude, they are amazing.
Huh? Yeah, there's still like 3 of them.
Dude.
No, there's the Daniel Defense, which is great, but it's a PRS build. So
Yeah,
it's purpose
it's
built.
yeah.
And then there's the Springfield that we have there, just the camo one, all carbon fiber.
Ooh, is it really?
515,
How much they want for it?
23 something.
Oh,
I want them all.
I want the $300, $400 one off the shelf.
What's-
I can just go do whatever with.
Remington 700.
What's the?
I can't find them.
Gunbroker.
Why do you want that?
The 700s are very popular.
They're very popular.
I know, but they don't. Remington doesn't make their rifles anymore.
No, CZ does though, so they're better.
I know, but
CZ
I'm
does.
trying to
I'm
put
not sure. I
it.
just know Remington fucked up the Marlins, so now they're owned by
I-
not owned, but they
yeah. They still make ammo at least, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to put it into a cage build though. So I have my own frame and everything ready to go. It just needs. There's 3 models. It's Remington, Savage, and Tika.
Tika, yeah.
However you want to pronounce it. Obviously the Savage is the I think the Axis I think.
Yeah.
And then the Tika T3.
Yep. That's a
and
good
then,
one. That's a good action.
but that is expensive.
Tika
So
is very, very expensive.
Savage I've been going with because that one's like on the cheaper end, and plus down the road I can take it out and put new guts in anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you see that new place in Cape that opened up down? Man, it's next to the neighborhood Walmart. There's a. You know what? Let me just pull up the map for a minute. Google Maps this.
What's the John Wick gun? In the 4th one, they had like 20 something rounds. It's like pistol.
That is a staccato.
Viper?
The tan one.
Yeah, where
that's
you
a pit fighter.
where you pull it back and there's those 2 fangs and
Are
he
they
stabs
expensive?
people with it. That's great.
I think they're like $7,000 right now.
What?
Dude, yes.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you see, normally, honestly, the guns like to cost to make is like in the hundreds. It's really not that expensive.
Right.
All right.
But it's really not that expensive. But it's haha gun and movie
Oh.
and movie popular, so
It's like
make more
cars
money.
and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Sportsman's Warehouse.
Oh yeah, I've been in
Dude,
Sportsman's Warehouse.
That
When the
place
fuck
is
did that
awesome.
Is that men's wear?
That's this year.
That's
No,
men's
this year.
wear.
Yeah,
Right?
it'd be like summer.
No.
This summer, yeah.
Sportsman's Warehouse.
It's a cleaner and nicer Bass Pro.
very nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
I
very
know all the
nice.
local rednecks are pissed off.
Yeah.
But
Well, dude, I went.
Cope and Seed.
Well, no, I went into.
That's hard. The Bass Pro Shop, nice.
Bass Pro Shop's nice, but I don't want to sit
For
there
a
and.
city boy, Bass Pro Shop is beautiful.
Well, I don't want to. Half of their freaking store, at least the one that we have, is fucking closed.
It is a lot of close. That
They-
Yeah,
they've
close,
got,
yeah.
very,
And-
very.
Oh,
have some
did
rare
you-
things, but it's nothing crazy.
No, there's
Did
not.
you-
I do agree on that.
Did you
I like the
see
fish, though.
that the Bass Pro in Fort Myers, the guy stole the fucking
fish.
out of
Yeah,
the damn.
yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap! Like
That
that's
was funny.
crazy. Hold on, Bass Pro.
Everyone was looking at them. They're like,
Motherfucker caught a fish and no one
Fish
decided to go for it. I mean, if I gotta be honest with you,
Hold on,
Oh, I guess.
gotta
I
go
would-
to the scene.
I
Look at
would
this.
Look at that shit and be like, yeah, good for you, bro.
Good for you, bro.
a good catch.
50 pounds,
Dude,
man.
yeah, it was a.
It's
It was
a
a
big
biggins.
fish.
He's a fisherman.
Oh God.
What the fuck is
Fox.
What fish was it? A tarpon?
Yeah, it was a
that's
tarpon.
a big old tarpon.
50-pound fish,
That's
bro.
Can
That
you get some ad block
Yeah,
by the
get some
software
ad block.
developer? Can you come up with an ad block?
Aqua GX.
Fuck, I need one.
Wait, hold on. It's done. It's good. It's good. Wait, what? That's not the video. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? Scientific research?
I wasn't.
That doesn't look like a 50-pound fish.
Oh wait, hold on. There it is. Here,
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Look at
yeah,
this. Look at this.
And
Look
that's my
at
back
that.
row.
Oh,
I'm not that girl right there laughing right now.
That's our Bass Pro right there.
that's our Bass Pro.
That boy
That's
crazy.
that thing's huge.
Wait,
That thing's-
why do they steal it?
Because
Why not?
fish. Look at him. Look at that lad, dude.
Not
That's
a single- Not a
crazy.
single fucking God bless. I love this country.
Wait till he comes around. Hold on. Wait till he comes around. Look. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, he
Oh,
100%
they got it
ate
back.
that.
I don't
shit.
think he ate it. You think he's got a tank? Maybe he wanted it for his
Look
fish
at
tank.
that. Oh man.
Maybe he's got a pond. Yep, Fort Myers. That's it.
Oh my god.
He's him, dude.
It's so
He-
funny how the camera footage you've seen these people are always fuzzy. Where's all the 4K?
Well,
videos?
it's because when they send the video, the format's gonna be different.
Yeah, Fox 35 has Androids, so. we'll see
God,
exactly when it
dude,
comes
he
to
looks
that.
like somebody from the Nelk Boys or something. Just get doing it.
Surprised he doesn't have like a I Love Heart Mom's
Throw
shirt
some
on.
block around this shit. Hold on.
Wait, what's that?
I'm not dealing with this.
What you doing?
This is live.
IT tech.
Type ad block
IT
on
tech
it.
block.
Oh wait, hold on. No, that's disgusting. Oh, actually, yeah.
Which one's good?
That one with the hand is what I use.
Is that one?
no,
Oh,
I
actually,
have
no.
Opera and it has one.
Try that. Do it. And one.
This is a
Is
live
that the good one?
tutorial on how to.
That's the
add-
good one.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pod, everybody.
Yep,
This is what happens when you put an IT tech person on the pod, right?
Not
Don't-
IT.
don't
I'm a
click on
software engineer.
Software engineer. I'm sorry.
And you
Software
can-
engineer.
I'm a fucking nerd, man.
Hey, we're all nerds here.
You're not gonna donate, dude?
No.
No, we're not donating. All right, we're all good.
Boom, ad.
Infinite. Oh, wow! Look at that. Okay.
YouTube.
Thank goodness.
You need a whole bunch of stuff for YouTube stuff to get.
I have YouTube.
Dude.
Yep.
Imagine paying.
Wow.
Imagine paying.
You
Yeah,
know what's funny? I paid my first month in January of this year, and they haven't charged me since.
Imagine not just
I do
Yeah,
that,
you
dude. I
bought
do
one.
that for the gym, and they don't charge me. I don't
or
understand.
Firefox. Just fucking use Firefox. I use Chrome because
I
it's
like
like React and
Firefox,
like Chromium and shit.
I'm not poor.
I mean, I use Firefox for
Or
regular
Proxy.
browsing.
Spotify
Proxy
Premium.
Foxy. Have you ever used
Chrome
Proxy
for
Foxy
what's
before?
up.
Yeah, I've used that with the little fox that
There's
jumps
a
and
whole
everything.
shit.
I don't know how to.
Yeah, that basically
Chrome
allows
is
you to be
fantastic.
like
I will only use Chrome for that.
it's like a
There's too many
middleman
conversations.
attached.
There's too many conversations.
Foxy
going on.
Proxy. Okay.
My autism flaring up.
Everybody else isn't flaring up. Is there anything else going on this month? Or actually, you know what? We
We
didn't
should
do.
talk about Linux.
Well, no, we didn't do it. We didn't talk about because we're 140 into it. We got 20 minutes left. So we've talked about the wired in part of this podcast, and we're gonna go into the inspired part.
Inspired
Of the podcast.
part.
Yes,
No,
you got you got to lean in.
You got that. I'm pulling that camera. Out,
Yeah, there we go.
Look at that mug.
Hey, no
Look at
matter
you.
what, we got every angle on you. But so essentially throughout the podcast, we want, or at least in the middle, we try to, we want to go over, especially since we're in December, going into New Year, what essentially keeps you inspired and everything like that. So if there's something you're working towards, let's say, are you working towards anything like that? Evan, we're gonna start with you because you're on the right hand side.
A couple extra zeros in the bank account.
Yeah, but money's just money though. Like I'm talking about a new job, puts you in a different position, new opportunity. Are you learning something new that's difficult right now? Like what's
Kind of on the learning part. So
Okay.
right now I'm kind of in the maybe no. So right now I'm kind of in that job limbo.
Yep.
Where I'm just instead of thinking too far into the future, I'm like I just need money right now.
Okay.
Because I was making 16 an hour and I jumped up to 21.
That's really good. Good
Uh,
job.
really good.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Actually, no, get the applause one going. No,
That one works too. I like that one.
I like
too.
that one
Yeah.
too.
do that one. Oh, wait, no. We got to do.
There we go.
See?
There we go.
All right.
So I'm making a little bit extra just to finish out my car, get it painted,
Okay.
supercharger.
Oh,
my
oops.
God. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong on?
But yeah, so I'm in the job limbo. My dad's currently starting a manufacturing boats, so he's going to do a boat company.
Okay.
So I figured I might join him on that because I don't really have anything too much in my plan.
Okay.
What do you do now? Because you work at the gun.
Yes.
gun range. Okay.
Yeah. So I do that now. I pretty much just jack of all trades there, install this and blah blah blah.
All right.
Nice.
But yeah, so he's gonna start making boats and selling that. So that's something that I'm figuring out. Not really into boats, but it's something new. It's something that I don't know, and I don't find them like boring or not fun. But it's not like I don't see a boat out in the water and I'm like that thing is like
Sick.
I know the year of that boat. I know what motors
Right,
are on.
yeah.
Like, and then but I see I can hear a Mustang from a mile away. And I was like that's a 5.0.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
You could always what you could do too is like a side gig. You get like a truck and you could like trailer people's boats.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you could deliver stuff.
deliver stuff.
Yeah.
and be like a freelancer off that.
So I mean, I could definitely get used to that and branch out. But yeah, no, I'm just in the meantime.
So then I have one question. Then. So what is something you're very passionate about that, for example, you would do it for free?
Guns
Guns? Okay.
and that.
And that. Okay. Oh my god.
But
So,
no,
okay.
for sure, 100% guns.
So then
Nice.
when shit is gonna get hard, because it's going to obviously, what do you think or what is currently inspiring you to kind of keep going? Like what is, and I don't mean to like get into like, man, what keeps me from not like ending it shortly? I'm talking about just like when shit gets a little tough.
yeah,
Just like what's in the back of your head, like, man, I really have to do this because I love it, or there's someone else you got to support, whatever it may be.
Yeah, no, it's just mainly it's an interest thing.
Okay.
So it's not I could probably go do something that I dislike a little bit for a little bit more money. From what I've seen and like looked around, max for where I'm at right now is like 26, 28 an hour, and that's pushing it. That's really pushing it without anything specific directional.
It's not
Right,
bad
right.
at all.
But I'll take another like $4 hit of potential money
Yeah.
to be making to trade that off for something that I really enjoy doing.
Right.
So like I'll sit there and I don't read. I'm like
hands-on.
choice illiterate almost.
Yep.
But I could sit there and I could read like the firearm blog, for example. I could sit there and read those articles all day long. I just read about obscure guns, obscure calibers.
Right.
That takes the little
Gears in
monkey
your head
in the
there.
brain running around in there.
Okay. All right.
Everything for me is reading.
So
Development is all about reading.
Yeah.
So Nick, we're gonna pivot to you here now. So what essentially keeps you going, or what is the job? What's the opportunity you're trying to achieve, or a goal that you're trying to achieve that is, if it is difficult or if it's not, what is keeping you going on that path? If you had to tell somebody that had to start from where you are now, like what's the inspiring thing?
What made you get into software? Too?
Or that? Yeah.
Honestly,
What got you
So
into
I essentially wanted to start in graphics design, but all the schools I went around over here, I went in and they felt lifeless, and I
Okay.
never knew what I wanted to do after that. So I have a lot of friends that got into software engineering, and then I kind of just watched them do it one day, and I just picked it up off of them, and I slowly started building off of that. I mean, I know it's probably like your generic boring ass story, but it wasn't really some fancy thing where I like opened my eyes one day. I was like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
It's like I watched my friends slowly become like, whether it was college or whatever, or my other friend who went to full stack. And then I just fell in love with it. To answer that, I got to be honest with you. For whether as much as my wife or fiance is gonna make, if I can't be able to support myself, regardless of how much money she makes, I feel like I fail. For me, I fail. If I can't make the money that I wanted to make, and I can't support myself without her, I feel like I failed as a person.
So it's a personal matter then. It's
Yeah.
a personal inside that you have to.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do it. I mean, I'm trying to make a whole application, like a React application, to sell off. But I mean, regardless, I still want to work for a company.
Right. Yeah.
So it's as boring as it sounds. It's just more of it's personal. It's for me. I want to make sure that without her, I can support myself.
Oh,
Which is good. I think having that mentality definitely is a great way for success. And if she has that mentality too, that much better.
Because I don't want people like him saying like, "Oh, she's a doctor."
She's a doctor.
You don't got to work a day in your life.
Yeah. No.
No,
I
yeah.
I do
I-
say that quite a lot. Every chance.
Yeah. So that's for me. That's like a.
I help his motivation.
Yeah, that's, honestly, yeah, like that's something because that's all I keep hearing. I mean, especially starting in like a grocery store, just basic fucking what's it called?
cutting up meat.
Yeah, cutting up meat. I mean, not even that. Like everyone I'll talk to will be like, "Your wife's a doctor."
Yeah.
Like I'll either get like the really jealous fucking hit, like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like this kid, the fuck is this kid working here for?" Or I'll get the like, "Oh shit, man, good for you." Like,
Yeah.
I don't gotta do.
And those people, honestly, I would talk to more. Like the people that are like, dude, congratulations. Like,
Yeah, it's
talk
like-
to those people more because they probably
like
have
they don't
the same.
get- yeah, they don't
they
give a
have
fuck.
they have the same thinking as you, where it's like, oh, I'd still be working too.
Yeah.
Like, who
They
cares?
don't-
Like,
they don't give a fuck.
because not your situation. I'm saying if a different situation where it was almost exactly like yours, where let's just say shit didn't work out, and now you have to support yourself, and you're like, fuck, I still work at wherever, making $18 an hour, $15 an hour, whatever. Now that awesome where people were jealous and everything, like, oh, why are you working here? Now you're screwed.
Yeah.
So I think it's just really great that you have that kind of thinking where it's like, hey, I want to support myself no matter what.
Yep.
Like I want it for me, and that's great. I like him because I don't think a lot of people going towards our generation has that kind of thinking. I see a lot of people pointing other fingers at like, hey, especially when it comes to relationships, I feel like, hey, like you need to make the money and then I will be the housewife, whatever.
We're gonna use some hotkeys on this.
Dude,
on
I
this
know.
to hotspot
Well,
now.
as soon as I start talking, I forget what scene I'm on.
You can put it on the full camera if you want.
Yeah, we'll put it on the full camera for now.
Well, that's actually interesting too because everybody like nowadays they all want to rush to like the high Benjamins, but at the end of the day, it takes so
No,
much. It takes time.
man.
It takes time.
It takes time.
Fine with an internship and start
Yeah,
off
it's
as
just
Yeah.
starting
I got
40,
kids that I
50,
graduated
and
with
work your way
that's
up.
senior developers already.
Yeah.
No, man, this shit takes time.
It's
Yeah.
a
You're
ladder
not
you have
gonna
to
see-
climb.
Yep.
Like obviously, if you could just snap your fingers and you hang up all your Christmas lights on the roof without walking up a ladder, sure.
Yeah.
But that's not how it works.
No,
You got to
and-
take it one rung at a time.
And there are once in a blue moon, you see those people that will go from 0 to 100. You're like, holy shit!
Everybody's
people win the
timeline's
lottery,
different.
too.
Yeah, it happens.
Everybody's timeline's different.
Like this one guy, his name is Sergio. He's a pilot. He went to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, graduated. I think he was pretty good. He ended up going through COVID. Obviously, he got hired by Delta right as COVID started. So he wasn't. He had just his foot in the door, and that was it. What are you doing? And so he only had his foot in the door, and that was it with Delta. And as COVID went through, he didn't get any assignments, so he didn't get paid. Yeah. So he's basically, hey, I work for Delta, but I don't get paid. Like, that sucks to go through all your training, all the hours, all the instructor crap that I just spoke about earlier to not get paid by Delta. And so,
my reaction.
You're right. And so then now he suffered through it. He's did Uber, did delivery, whatever. And then at the end of it, now he's a captain for Delta, and he's 26.
Yeah.
And he makes like $320,000 a year, and he's 26.
I'm gonna branch off just a tiny bit from that. Could you imagine, like, your Uber driver, like, oh, do you have like a day job? Yeah, I'm a pilot
for Delta. I'm the captain for Delta.
What are you doing in this car right now?
Oh,
silence.
Again, it's the same thing. Your wife's a doctor. Get that out of here.
Well, that was also during times where you couldn't fly because the government couldn't. Yeah. So that's a special circumstance, but
I still think it'd be funny.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%.
This car's not crashing.
Yeah, no, but he at 26, he has, I want to say, like an SL 500 Mercedes. He was thinking, he's like still looking at penthouses in New York City at 26 that are like $800,000. What? Like, that's crazy to think about. You're 26 and you're thinking about penthouses, this nice car, and like that, and he gets to layover in these amazing places, and I'm like, this is you at 26. Like, that's there are some exceptions, obviously, some people, but for the most part,
where is he actually stationed?
I think he's I want to say Delta. Where's Delta stationed at, actually?
Well, so because I have a friend who's a pilot, and he's funny enough, he lives in Fort Myers.
Yeah,
but his job is actually in funny enough, Atlanta.
Yeah. So a lot of airliners are stationed in Atlanta. Some are in Tennessee. Some are in Texas. Some of them are in Detroit, Chicago. I know a lot of them are like in the middle there, but I forget where he's stationed at. But I think it's Atlanta because he does go to a lot of places down in South America for the most part. But imagine Bahamas or Colombia layover, and they have to put pilots in a certain like resort in a certain hotel. For example, pilots and their whole crew can never be on the first floor, and they can never be below like a 3.5-star hotel ever.
Oh shit! They can't be on the first floor.
Nope.
Is that a safety thing? If someone walks on.
Well, no. It's this really did happen, where there was a back door to a hotel that didn't have a camera. They walked in, came in. And basically took their uniform and pretended to be them when they went back to work.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So now the second floor, the only way to get up there is you do it out through the stairwells or the elevators that have to have cameras by whoever.
And I would assume that the 3-star rating thing is just like a safety.
It's a safety and a quality control thing where it's like, hey, now sometimes they're at resorts, sometimes they're at hotels. But most of the time, it's at hotels that have contract deals with them. So, for example, if you're a pilot working for an airline, you get discounts for hotels. Whatever that company is that you get, that's the company you go through. So, whenever you're laid over, they're going to say, hey, here's your room key for Hilton, or here's your room key from, I don't know any other hotels, but whoever. Or whoever. Yeah. God, no.
I don't think that means
the rating.
That
would never meet the rating. But any hotel that essentially meets their standards, they're going to have them. But that's just a safety thing.
Nice. Yeah. I would assume that you don't even want them also really high up on the hotel.
It's just second floor and up.
Because I would assume if it's like let's say it's a 30-story building, you don't want that dude on the 28th floor. Because if you got a fire, now your freaking pilot's stuck all the way up there.
I guess so.
I would say like 2 to 4 is the floors that you keep them on. But
yeah, that's essentially a cool little neat fact I learned whenever I was going through flight school. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. I didn't know that. And apparently it did happen. So someone did take their uniform and pretend to be them at the airport. Can you imagine, like...
Did they get caught?
It's probably instant.
Yeah, no,
Well, as soon as they got to the gate, the captain's like, you're not the guy.
He goes, you're not Jerry.
Well, because most of the time in the airlines, for the most part, a lot of people know each other, especially if you're experienced. A lot of people know each other. Because remember, you're stationed in Atlanta, so anyone else that's stationed in Atlanta, let's say, are, for the most part, a lot are going to know you and what you look like. So whenever someone sits next to you,
or you get told, you're like, oh hey, you have a new guy. It's I don't know, like Officer or Captain freaking James or whatever, and then.
right?
But it's like, it's Captain Bill or something like that, and then you walk up and it's like he's 6'8", like some 6'8" black guy, and he's just built.
Right.
And you're just like, yeah, you don't look like a Bill.
You don't look like Sully Sullenberger.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
His name doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't line up. No, but yeah, man, it's been so. Yeah, so we were on the inspiring thing. So here, how about you? Real quick? So so you told me before we even got on the pod that you're looking for a different job and everything. So what's keeping you inspired and everything?
Salary.
Not salary. What's keeping you going, man? Realistically, or actually, you know what? What is like the next year, 2023, new year, like goals you want to accomplish?
2024.
Sorry, 2024. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Already out the same year.
You know what I mean.
I'm gonna be accomplishing more stuff. Gonna author up a new book.
Wait. How many books you got? How many books you got?
Five.
Look at that. This guy's an author.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be working on that. Looking to swap over to IT project manager. So that's kind of where I want to go into like the sector. But now it keeps me motivated. I read a lot of like Robert Greene, so I take like a lot of his books and I kind of like apply it to my everyday life.
Okay.
And I just don't like let a lot of like negativity, and I don't have like anybody negative in my circle of like friends or whatnot. So I just pretty much I keep like a positive life, live a nice quiet life, and that's how I want to keep it rolling. It's non-stressful, so
sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Absolutely.
Keep it going. I love that.
What about you?
What about me?
What keeps you inspired?
Next one, last but not least,
because you got a new job as manager,
yeah.
Right?
Well, assistant manager. Yeah. So got a new job as assistant manager. About to have my degree in April, so that'd be nice. I think January I should be starting my flight training again, so that'd be good. But yeah, mainly just keeping me through it. It's just more. I want to do something that I want to do, because before in my eyes, I was successful. I was making $85,000 a year, doing a job that I was good at, but didn't really necessarily love or like. And it took some time to learn that. And I've seen both sides of the coin, where it's like, hey, I was making less money but happier. Now I make more money. I have more stuff. Now I'm unhappy. So I've seen both sides of the coin, thankfully, and I try my best to tell that to everybody that's young that I meet in college or at the local college here at GCU. But I try to get them to understand that, like, hey, bro, money ain't everything. Don't do a degree just because it has high dollar bills. Just
exactly, you can't rush into the process.
Right, like if you. Like, for example, I was working in phone sales. I loved everybody there. I learned a lot from all the managers. Forever thankful for them because they taught me a really good mentality. But overall, I just wasn't the happiest person because I was good at it but didn't love it. And all I was thinking about was flying planes because I used to do that before that. And I was like, man, I really miss doing it. And it sucks because when you see a plane fly over, that you're like, that could have been me.
It can be. It is going to be.
Right. I'm saying like back whenever I was at the shop and everything,
right,
selling phones. But now I'm like, hey, that's going to be me no matter what. Like that is going to be me. Mm-hmm. So what keeps me going is just I want this for me now. Like no matter what people say, I'm done with people trying to give their 2 cents. Hey, if you want to give it, that's fine, but I'm not going to listen.
All right.
Like if you're not where I want to be. I don't have to talk like you talk or wear what you wear or anything like that, And if you're doing something that doesn't necessarily pertain to me or something that I don't really necessarily like, doesn't mean I gotta like treat you a different way. I'm gonna applaud you and let you be on your way. Like I don't have, you know what I mean? So what keeps me going is just doing it for me.
I thought he was gonna.
Why are you looking at me like that? That was weird.
Hey, we're cheering you on though, because it's a long process. I give you credit for doing it.
Piloting is hard, man. It's hard as hell. It's expensive.
Hours
interest has gone up. Gasoline, low lead is expensive. Fuel, $8 a gallon.
Oh.
Yeah. So, anything else anybody wants to add? Because we're approaching the 2-hour mark. So,
It's pretty impressive how how far everybody in this table has come from the bottom and working our way up. You
for
know what I mean?
2024, what's just one goal? Everyone around here, Evan, one goal that you want to accomplish in 2024.
I don't really have anything planned out that far. I'll be honest. I'm kind of just doing day by day.
Day by day goals.
Maybe.
All right, Nick. What about you?
Verified on the
Honestly,
site.
again, very basic. I'm not going to be very interesting, but I want to be a professional software engineer. By the
There
end
you
of the
go.
year. I want a job, and I'm
Do
going
it.
to be a
Then do
software
it.
engineer.
We're gonna execute that.
Absolutely.
What about you? What's the one goal for 2024?
Try a lot more new things and try new skills. That's going to be one of my things. Is try to get my hand in everything I can that I want to do. So at least I could say I tried it, did it, and see if I like it or not.
Right.
You know.
You gotta taste everything.
You gotta
man.
try.
The world is basically, man. The world's just like food. You gotta taste everything, man.
Well, you just gotta, since you're young, especially in our 20s, it's good to try now.
Right.
Get everything out the way. That way we can get settled for
you
our
could,
30s,
if
40s.
you're 20 years old, you could mess up for 10 years. You get everything wrong and still be 30.
Yeah. You can
And
still
still
do
have
it
plenty
early
of time to
30s,
make
too.
You still have plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Everyone thinks that, I'm 45, I'm done. You're not even halfway there. You're not even halfway.
45, obviously, you have less time.
It's-
You gotta
obviously.
speed through a little
But
bit.
Yeah.
when people
You should have those life skills.
Right.
Danielle went to school with people who were in their 50s that were still trying to be doctors.
Yeah.
Listen, if you change, you want to change, man, God bless you.
Same thing too with the IT technology field too. There's a lot of people in their 60s that I've seen apply for cybersecurity analysts.
I
In their
remember-
60s.
I remember when I was in high school doing dual enrollment, there was someone in class, and, most of them were kids, everything college kids, and there was one guy who was, I want to say was 35, or in their 30s, with a kid,
Yeah, man.
and just, and asked the professor and everything, hey, he's not going to make any noise, he's just going to sit in the corner, have his headphones on, in order to be here, he just got to be in the corner. And he's like, you know what? Being that old, he's like, dude, that's fucking, the professor was like, that's fucking cool, bro, that's fine. Because he's like, damn, for you to be a parent at the same time, say, hey, this is the only way that I can get it done.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Dude, that's crazy. That you're willing to do that. Hey, I don't have any money. I only have enough money to do my education. Yeah, let him sit in the corner. Hell yeah.
Yeah, everybody comes from somewhere too.
Shit. You know what I mean? So that was, seeing all that's pretty inspirational, at least for me, to see that there are people that are older, still going, still getting it done somehow. But when I hear adults say that they're 45 and they're almost done and everything, I'm like, bro, no.
That boils down to that comparison complex, though. It's you look at how easy it is to look at other people.
Yeah.
You go, hey, this person's my age, and they're doing 3 times better.
Yep.
It's that person is that age, and someone's doing 10 times better than them.
Everybody's
There's
timeline's
always-
different.
Everyone's
always
running
a
their
bigger
own
fish.
race, but everyone's running their own race.
Hmm.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, and it's just
It's a story
you.
game.
And it's just you running it.
Everybody goes down
Like-
the path.
If you cross the finish line before me, congratulations. I'm on my own personal time right now. My personal time, let's say, is 2 hours crossing it. And you get there in 1:30. Congratulations. I'm not there yet. I want to cross it before 2 hours. That's not my time. That's your time.
It's what it is.
Yeah. You could sit there and defeat and be like, oh, I got there in 1:45. Dude, that'd be a dream for me, but that's going to take me, my goal is 2 hours, whatever the marathon may be.
Or you run it in 2 hours, and you're like, hey, I used to be doing this in 2.5 hours.
Right.
Now
So
I'm down to 2. That person's down to an hour and a
race.
half, but you're improving.
Everyone's running their own.
As long as you're going up, it doesn't matter what everyone else around is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
As long as
social
you're going
media
up.
just inspires people. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why you got to go look for some good on social media.
I mean,
Well,
you can go to people's page. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but you go to
Yeah.
people's page who, in reality, they're dead broke.
Yep. Ransom.
They're
Ponzi scheme.
they've got 8 people owning 1 car and all this stuff.
Well, that's
but then you look in their
fake
Instagram.
classes too. They offer the
Yeah.
courses, right? Thousands of dollars
Those
to
are
get rich
so
fast.
bad.
Yeah.
No certs, no degrees.
That's an 80s and 70s get rich quick scheme, but in modern era. It is people fall for it.
I will say that there are some that I look. If you do the research, that
Yeah.
there's some, but
But
lot of them.
those
a lot
aren't
of them
those
are-
aren't get rich quick. That's this is what I did
So
to
I'm
get my
just
money
showing
right
you.
now.
Yeah.
Here's the tips and for your mentality. It's not
Yeah.
go to this website and invest here and then boom, you're done.
Yeah. No. That's
That's the scam. But
Exactly.
and pay me for the course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
$2,000.
like people like Andrew Tate, like Andrew Tate's thing. Like I've looked at a couple leaked like things from it, and it's just the dude. Like yeah, he's got some stuff in there. You're like, all right, you're gonna have to lower your morals a little bit. But who doesn't when you're making a lot of money?
Right.
But most of his stuff is just teaching you what to do with your money.
Yeah.
Like where to put it, if this is a good idea, life lessons, what he's learned, his mistakes. Right. That's all it is.
And once you get that straightened out, because money is always second. That's why I was talking.
You can't use it when you die.
Yeah, but whenever
government,
right,
basically,
right. Whenever it goes, because whenever it goes into like money in terms of fuck, I just lost it because you guys said something. Because you said something stupid. Money just always comes secondary. Yeah. Like if you're doing what you love and you're doing it because you love it, money will naturally come. Mm-hmm. It'll come on its own. You don't need to sit there because if you try to do it only because of money, you might get it, but then what's the point?
I mean, look at the example I like to use is the CDO of Raw Papers. That guy, Raw Rolling Papers, that people use to smoke weed, the little rolling papers.
Oh, yeah.
That guy just loves paper. He has a weird obsession with paper. I was watching a podcast a couple days ago with him, and he said the exact same thing. He goes, "I just like paper, dude." And he's like, I like paper, and he's like, I wanted to make money, so
you combine the two,
and now he's a multimillionaire.
It's crazy.
Off of paper.
Yeah.
Just for smoking.
I've seen a Heinz commercial. Have you seen it where the tomato guy, Hector?
No.
Oh man. Hold on. I'm not going to share this, but
that reminds me of the same thing too on Shark Tank, where the guy came in for Ring and they all laughed at him. Yeah. Like, oh, why do you need the recording? Yeah.
No, you guys got one.
Yeah. Oh, that too. And they laughed at him and did everything. He sold it to Amazon for like a bunch of fucking money, and then he became a shark after that.
Oh yeah, that guy,
bro. Yeah. He makes his own money because he's on a commercial, and in the commercial he's like, I just really love the tomato, and like that straight up.
Yeah.
Is that the owner of her?
No. He just
a guy that likes tomatoes.
Dude, he's just I think he just networked the right way, and with Heinz at least, and
sure did.
Got the right things done.
How was this for the first time? Because this wasn't so bad. I was petrified to come on.
Yeah, he was super nervous about it.
But overall, we're getting close to the end. So overall, for 2024, just be better. That's it. Just do whatever it takes just to be a better person, better overall in your career, in your personal life. Do whatever it takes.
Listen, day by day, every day is a new day.
Yep.
Yeah, next time when I'm not scared, I'll tell some real fucking stories.
So I guess on that bombshell, everyone, goodbye.
Happy holidays.
Till next episode. No, it's Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas is over.
Yeah, Christmas is over, dingbat.
Yesterday.
You don't know when someone's gonna watch it.
In the past, no.
But goodbye, everybody.